late on Friday, we started talking about Baba Booey going out and doing an appearance in California with Sal and Beetlejuice.
I thought about him all weekend.
How Beetlejuice makes in his diaper, and Beetlejuice heard it and was pissed.
Really?
Oh, my God. He was in the car with Bob Levy driving to the airport, and Beetle was freaking out.
When we were talking, he was in the car listening?
Yeah. This came in right after the show ended.
All right.
You too. You ain't got you.
Hello?
I was told them so. I don't hear from nobody.
They just want to make it better. What's
I don't
wrong?
give a what that makes. I don't give a
Well, what's wrong? What made you
I
mad?
don't give a
Is it Gary?
I'm tired of everybody picking up. I'm tired of it. Tired of all of it.
Uh-oh.
What did Gary
That piece of
What did Gary do to you?
my sister's monkey ass.
His monkey ass?
I got something for that ass. Watch. I got something for that ass.
Do you want to sit next to Gary or Sal?
I ain't saying nothing to no body.
So you don't sit next to Gary?
Get away from me. You want something to say about me? You ain't out. Everybody.
So you got to do the appearance with Sal and Gary.
Jim, I don't give a about themselves. I don't give a definitely gonna beat somebody's ass.
You going to beat somebody's ass?
That's right. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
Tired of it. Tired of it.
You going to be cool with them?
Hell no, I'm cool with no body. Everybody else want to talk about me too?
So there was a whole discussion on Friday about how Beetlejuice wears a diaper and that you have to change his diaper. And
Sometimes you don't know when he's gone, and you could be in a car or a plane.
well, all I'm hearing is that after that discussion over the weekend, Beetle didn't wear any diaper, and he went to the bathroom.
See, I knew it.
I knew he could go.
If he's drinking and smoking, he can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so evidently, whatever we said embarrassed him into not using a diaper.
Wow.
Right?
It was very strange. The whole weekend was just so bizarre. I ended up getting, I mean, it really was.
Should we take a break?
Yes.
And then play what happened on Friday?
Yes.
Because most people probably missed it. It didn't happen until 10:30.
And I will tell you that people were just going nuts. They thought it was the funniest 20 minutes they ever heard.
Yeah, and then after that,
we'll talk about what happened.
We'll talk about what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, because I'm dying to know how that all went.
I've been thinking about it. Thinking about it a lot.
I said to Gary, and then I said, no, he's not going to have a good weekend.
Well, Beetle yelled at him the whole weekend, right?
I said it was like, when you watch a movie and the director's cut is on, like even when I'm in another conversation, it just goes. It goes, and it's a less important conversation than what's going on.
Right.
And it just, I was in the air, I'll just give you this little tidbit. I'm in the airport, right when I get to JFK, and he starts screaming at me. So I just start walking away, and then me and Sal and Bob are talking, and he's just yelling at me, and, people are looking around, and you just have to have a conversation and ignore him. Because you can't really calm him down. He just sort of winds down. Bob will go, Beat, calm down. That only pisses him off more.
See, I thought he was so out of it that, he wouldn't even know.
So did I, because the first thing I did when he goes, I know you, I know what you did, you talking about me. And I said, no, it was him. And I point to Sal, and he goes, no, it wasn't. It was you. I know it's you.
Yeah, he knows.
And I was like, well, when did he get so smart?
Oh, man.
He's been playing dumb all this time.
Every once in a while, I'd look at the clock this weekend, and I'd say, I wonder what Gary's doing right now.
But I will tell you the flip side of that is we're walking down Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I go, where are we, Beetle? And he goes, East Atlanta.
Right. He didn't know.
East Atlanta.
Yeah. And Sal and I spent an hour trying to figure out where that came from. Like, why not, why not Alaska?
Right.
Like, where did he get East Atlanta from?
Because he must have spent time in East Atlanta as a kid or something. Yeah, I can't.
Who knows?
I can't figure out how much brain power Beetlejuice really has.
But it seems to turn on and off.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a capacity to, do things.
All right. Well, if Sean is listening, make sure Beetlejuice isn't by the radio when we replay this.
Because you don't want to get him started up again.
Yeah, it's enough. He's in charge. All right, well, let's take a break. I'll replay the conversation from Friday. And then we'll find out what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, I got to hear about this.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of things going on today, but first, these words.
When you thought it couldn't get any stranger.
Underdog Woman!
Another thing,
I only bring it up because a lot of fans have written in and mentioned that they saw you on the Stern Show.
I didn't know. I had never heard of or seen his show before they asked me to be on it. I did not know that he was such a vulgar television host. You might consider him the King Midas of smut. So after having been on it, I was so shocked and so maltreated.
And no more Howard Stern, right? That's.
Thank goodness.
Enough of him. And because you said they were like drug pushers making you do shows, right?
That's right. They forced me to do shows against my will, and when I saw that I was surrounded by impurities, I had no way of getting out of the room because I was always strategically placed that I was in the crowds and couldn't find my way out.
Wow.
This is The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Gary was out in California this weekend making that appearance with everyone, and he said he ran into Ruben Studdard.
Oh, really?
Enough said. Yeah, from American Idol.
The winner.
The big fat black dude. And I said, how'd he look? And he goes, you look pretty good.
He looked good. Like, I looked at him, and I didn't see a lot of... He didn't look thinner.
Who's eating the cocoa?
It's Benji.
Oh, Benji, come on, dude, with the smorgasbord. Here I am. If you don't hear me, if you don't hear from me, you can smell
You
me.
smell me.
You either got my cocoa or my turkey with mustard.
Dude, can you slow down for a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
He's got two of them, no less.
Oh, my God. It's like a chocolate
What
factory.
cocoa
In
what?
case he runs out.
I mean, I never saw a guy with more food going in and out.
2 cocos, 2
Mostly in.
No, but the chocolate. I mean, the chocolate smell's making me mental.
That's got to be your 5th cocoa.
What is it? Cocoa he drinks? Hot cocoa?
Yeah.
Isn't that fattening?
No, it's probably no fat. Here's what Benji does. Benji will get onto something that's no fat, and then just buy 50 of them.
Yeah, but there's still calories.
Right.
He doesn't understand.
And
That's
if you drink
10,000
500, you're just as bad off as if you drank one with sugar.
Can we do a no? I don't mind if you drink hot cocoa, but not in here.
Okay.
Because it's wafting, and it's like very hard for me to concentrate. I'm hungry now.
He does pick foods with extreme smells, Benji.
Benji, can't you sit in the other room and write stuff for the show? I mean, do you really need to be in here?
Yeah.
No, you don't. It's just you're up to too many annoying things. It's so much smoother when you're not in the room.
All right.
I just think it's funny that you've had this conversation so many times, and I would think that...
Well, he likes it. In some way, it gets him airtime.
I would think he would
didn't make a chocolate with
Chocolate.
coffee to get your attention.
Yeah, well, it certainly smells that way. We can't ignore it. Anyway, so I'm going to try and continue, but I'm so hungry. I'm going to friggin' take that hot chocolate and throw it out a window.
So,
Yeah.
so Ruben looked... I thought he looked good. He looked like he was sort of in shape,
Wow.
but
well,
not
he
but not
did
thin.
start some kind of a diet and health program.
Looks like it's working.
Said you were on the plane, too, with Carson Daly?
So Carson Daly,
Yeah, what's his deal?
he's just, he got the sunglasses on and a hat on. He was out for some comedy thing with...
Big giant sunglasses?
Yeah, big sunglasses. He was
Yeah.
out for something with Jimmy Kimmel. I can't remember, some comedy show or something.
Wow.
But then I went to go to the bathroom, and I saw this really hot chick sitting in the front row.
Mm.
And
With
she
the
was-
dog?
With her dog, yeah. And it was a weird dog, too. It was like a little hairy dog, like a chihuahua, but with a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" So I looked behind me, because I'm sure she's talking to another guy. She goes, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I go, "No, I'm sorry." She goes, "We did Hollywood Squares together." And then I remembered it's the girl from 8 Simple Rules About Dating My Daughter, Kaylee Cuoco.
Oh, yeah.
Haley Cuoco.
Very
Is she the hot daughter?
Yes, she is.
I don't know her.
Well, you never watched the show.
No. She
I
looks real hot.
I
huh?
remember Gilbert and I were like salivating over her at Hollywood Squares. We were, I remember Gilbert goes, "Oh my God, look at her." And I
Kaylee Cuoco. That's like, you got to be hot with a name like that.
I watched the show when Spade took over a couple times, and I think she's smoking.
She
that
is.
chick. Yeah.
And then so when I got home, the first thing I did was I went to IMDb to see how old she was, because in my mind I thought, oh, she sort of likes me, and I found out she'll be 20 in November.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
She was with her mom.
She was the teenage daughter.
I'd do her.
She looks older on the show.
Yeah, she looks older. If she looked young, I would enjoy her.
I think she likes you.
Yeah?
She always seems to be, seem to be positive about you.
I'll give her the hot beef.
In fact, I think she even mentioned to me, I sort of heard her say something like, "Oh, maybe I'll call in. Maybe I can call in this week or something."
Well, I wonder what she would feel like.
Oh, my.
She's 19. Stop. Not long.
What a terrible thing to say.
Well, it's true, though.
She's adorable, man.
Yeah? Kaylee Cuoco?
Kaylee Cuoco.
Yeah. Kaylee, I'm cuckoo for Cuoco.
Yeah.
Gary, talk about Beetlejuice.
Can I give you a 10-second setup, Howard? And then on Monday I'll tell you what happened.
Right.
The thing that I'm upset about is that I'm in a car with Beetlejuice for like over 300 miles this weekend. There's a whole bunch of places we have to go, and I found out that Beetlejuice wears a diaper, and he goes in his pants, and he doesn't tell you when he went. So I said, I don't know if I really want to spend 2 hours in a car with a guy that
Goes in his
pants.
Right.
So I'm trying to get out of that.
But Sal brings the diaper bag, right?
Sal's in charge of Beetlejuice. It doesn't make anything extra for it. So like, Sal has to go, Beetle, did you go? And then Beetle denies it. And then Sal has to look in his pants to see if he went. And then change his diaper.
Does Beetle let you open his pants?
No, you can smell it.
Yeah, but how do you change them?
I put him in the hotel room, I turn on the tub, and I shut the door. And I leave it be. And
He'll take care of the cleanup.
You trust him to turn off the tub?
he does turn off the tub. He cleans out the tub, but everything goes in the tub.
Oh,
and then what do you do with it?
I don't do anything. I don't share the room. I put him in the tub and I walk away.
Housekeeping has a turd in the.
I think it dissolves in. He must turn on the hot water or something.
Makes you feel good about checking into hotels.
This is what I heard. I heard the last time they were out, Beetle just didn't have the diaper on. Somebody forgot to put the diaper on. An accident occurred, and they had to send, like, somebody's girlfriend had to go to Kmart to the kids section to buy all new clothes.
Yeah.
Like, there was no extra clothes. Howard,
does he get embarrassed when he does that?
No, he's clueless. And here's the funny thing: he was in the car with Bob Levy last week, and he did it in the car. And Bob rolled down the window and started gagging.
See, this is what I'm not looking for.
Beetlejuice says to Bob, "What's your problem?" He goes, "What's your problem, pal?"
But see, I'll tell you right now.
And Bob's
that's no way to drive.
See, I swear to God, Howard, I'll get out in the middle. We're going to Palm Springs. I will get out in the middle of the desert and call a car. I swear to I will not.
Call the car before you.
You're
have
probably
to do
right.
That.
Sal, you can't change him in the car?
Oh no. That's disgusting.
I mean, between Gary's breath and Beetle's ass, I don't know what. I'm the one who's suffering.
Jerk. So that's
Did Beetlejuice always wear a diaper?
Apparently.
Evidently, we didn't know.
Oh.
How did you get in charge of his diapers?
I have to, we do shows together, so.
But Sean doesn't go and do all that?
No. And I feel, you got to take care of him.
Howard,
it's Beetlejuice.
Do you know what Beetlejuice's day was like today? Apparently, they leave him on a corner in New Brunswick with a bag where Bob Levy picks him up. I said, anybody could go by and say, "Oh, Bob Levy, get in the car."
Yeah.
Bob Levy picks him up, and then him and Sal are with him on the plane. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not.
They leave him on a corner.
Yeah. He's going with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So they're all going to be on the plane together.
Let me ask you something. You don't think you can train Beetlejuice to go on the toilet?
I don't know.
Does he pee in the diaper too?
Everything, the works.
Wow.
Dude, it's like being next to a walking porta potty.
Wow.
Like an outhouse.
And must reek. I mean, that's
an adult.
I said, even my child has, like at 3 or 2, my child has the ability to tell me that he went.
I just think he's being lazy.
No,
I think maybe he was never taught.
Yeah, he could be taught. You guys could teach him how to go.
Well, it's a little late, don't you think?
I don't think so, Howard. I don't.
He could be shamed into
He
it.
doesn't even know he's black. He thinks he's Italian. I mean, he doesn't. I'm telling you.
He's black?
You always see color, don't you, Sal?
He thinks that Sal the stockbroker and the guy that babysits him, Sal, are 2 different people.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh, really?
Like, he thinks the guy that's in here is Sal the stockbroker. That guy he knows. And then there's a guy, Sal, that babysits him, but he doesn't know they're the same guy.
Yeah.
He thinks you're a different guy.
When I see him at the show, he's like, "Hey, man, what you?" And over here, he's like, "Yeah, totally different person. Has no idea." I said, "Beetle, don't you remember we were spying?" He goes, "No, that wasn't you."
Wow.
Yeah, he totally.
Because he doesn't like the babysitter.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but it's really strange. But
does he try to get away from you?
No, he's great with me. He feels really comfortable with me.
Yeah, I don't.
Can you 2 sit and watch a TV show and not have to speak?
Yeah. The only thing is
I believe that.
It's soothing.
Breath is the absolute. I mean, like flies could come out.
Does
of
he
that
ever
mouth.
brush that tooth?
Well, that's all right.
No, nothing.
But do you see what's going on here? The whole thing.
And why are you going?
It's me, Sal.
But why are you doing it? Why don't you be a gentleman and rent a car and go?
Well, that's probably what I'm going to do.
I wouldn't go in
But
that
I didn't
car.
realize any of this till the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought I was on a different flight. I thought that
you were on a flight with Beetlejuice and Sal?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
And then I found out. But here's what, Howard. I found out. This is the worst part of it. We're doing this thing in Palm Springs.
What if Beat goes in his pants on the plane?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not involved in
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Howard, we're doing a thing in Palm Springs on Saturday night, right? It's a 2.5-hour ride to the airport from Palm Springs to Los Angeles Airport. 2.5 hours. Me, Sal, Beetlejuice in a car for 2.5 hours.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna
rent a car and go.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna rent the car for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
What about me?
You're in charge
you
of
have
him.
to
I didn't
take care of it.
I didn't make that deal. You did.
I'm the Mother Teresa of black retarded midgets. I mean,
I haven't figured out why Sal babysits him. He doesn't get paid.
Because it helps his gait.
Yeah, I mean, Sean helps me out with, he combines us together on gigs, and I help out Beetlejuice.
Is it worth it?
It's not that bad. I mean, if he stinks, you throw. So far, I haven't been in a position where he did a duty in a limo or on a plane.
But it could happen.
Yeah.
But he does it in the car.
Yeah.
You got a long trip out to L.A.
That's what I'm worried about.
How long is that plane trip?
Usually
6 hours.
6 hours.
You're going to have to change his diaper.
I don't think I could, dude. It's going to be bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, then have the stewardess do it.
Yeah, can you see? They'll have to lay him in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah, you should dress him up like a baby. Stick him on a changing table.
Are you first-class tickets? Are they first-class tickets?
No.
I'd rather sit next to a guy with a turban and big shoes than Beetlejuice on the plane, man.
I'd rather sit next to a guy with a box cutter.
Right.
And I'm totally pretending I don't know you guys when you start the scene of whatever it is that...
Oh, Mr. High and Mighty.
I'm sorry.
Big Shot.
I did not sign up.
I love how Gary...
Baba Big Shot.
I did not sign up for that.
Gary's a big shot because he doesn't want to change a guy's diaper.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, yeah, Gary. Stop being full of yourself.
Yeah. Howard,
When did you get so high and mighty?
from
Yeah, Mr. Big Shot.
from L.A. tomorrow morning, right, to the appear. We're doing a sit and sleep in Norco. That's 70 miles. From there, it's another 80 miles to the casino, and then like 200 miles back. So
And poor Beetlejuice has got to go through all this?
he doesn't know where he's going. They're
He's not
signing to
embarrassed.
him.
No, but he can't hold out that long. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's not going to. He's going to go in his diaper.
Right now, he's on a corner in New Brunswick going in his diaper.
Where do you get the diapers from, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Sean hasn't packed, if Sean hasn't packed enough, that's a whole other thing.
You want Bob? I was going to call you Bob Abel. Bob over there. So Bob tells me to call Sean. He goes, make sure he packs extra time.
I'm serious.
I had to get Sean.
Am I nuts to
It
say?
was so embarrassing. I called up Sean. He goes, hey, Sal, what's going on? I go, do me a favor. Gary wants you to pack extra diapers.
Is that wrong?
There was like a pause. He's like, what? I go,
Of course, you know what the funny part is? Sean can say whatever he wants. He's not going.
I know.
Am I wrong to feel a little odd about the whole situation?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's Sal's doing that Beetlejuice is coming.
Right.
You just are going out for an appearance.
Exactly.
You
I
have
had
nothing
no
to do
idea
with
that
it.
I had no idea that the Beetlejuice thing was like.
Yeah, now you're part
I
of that.
didn't know that I was part of the circus.
Right.
Do you know what diaper it is they use if Beetlejuice should run out?
Was it Huggies?
they're bigger than my kids, I can tell you that. I think it depends for midgets. I don't know what they are.
They probably are.
But when he...
I mean, Beetlejuice is a midget. He's not a baby.
High Pitch was in the car behind us. He wasn't even in the
You
car.
said it was High Pitch?
Yeah.
And High Pitch was in the car behind you?
Behind us in Boston. Levy's throwing up out the window.
I'm renting a car. But you know what? I said, what am I thinking? I'm renting a car.
Of course you are. Who would be in a car with that?
That's crazy.
Are you going to sit in the back with Beetlejuice?
At one point, this is the other thing. Sal thinks that I'm being Mr. High and Mighty. I said, well, you got to put Beetlejuice in front. Forget about even the going in your pants. Forget if that doesn't even happen. You know, he gets on these jags where he doesn't even know who I am, and then he what is he doing here? Starts yelling at me, tell me to go F myself, and I'm like, I could be in a car for hours getting yelled at by him. What am I going to do?
The trip is going to cost you $600.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's a punchline to the whole thing. I just got my tax returns yesterday. I'm working for free this weekend. It's all going to my taxes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I know.
So like, I was all excited about doing this, and
Now it's for nothing.
it's for Beetlejuice now.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, but that's really bad. I mean,
I didn't realize he was diaper trained.
I got to tell you, I didn't know any of this till about a week ago.
how many diapers does he go through a day? Do you know?
I have no clue.
I mean, you don't check him. I mean, because he could be wet. He might not have.
No, I would
Why
never
don't you guys
touch
just sit him on a toilet every 2 hours like a dog?
He must be full of seriously. He
You know what I mean? Like you take your dog for a walk.
Yeah.
Or give him a litter box.
Oh, God.
Seriously.
He must be full of rashes. Because if you go in your diaper and you
And
don't
you
change
sit
it,
there,
you sit
yeah.
there. You
And
get
it's an adult.
these gross rashes and stuff.
Yeah, can you imagine? Do you have to put the Desitin ointment on?
I mean, again, I don't want to get too graphic, but how does he, like, you say you just stick him in a bathroom?
Yeah.
And he can clean himself and get new clothes
But what do you
on.
think he does?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's not a great job.
What happens to the diaper?
That's what I think happens. I think that he was in a situation where he took the bath and forgot to put the diaper on. and he
Yeah, but what does he do with the dirty diaper?
Yeah.
I don't go in there, Howard. You hear? I turn on the
What does the hotel say?
I don't
my
know.
goodness.
And he goes and we go in the non-smoking rooms. As soon as he gets in, he lights up. As soon as he walks in, he's got.
He can smoke. He can learn to go to the bathroom.
In his pants, and he's.
Well, I do that. I go into a non-smoking room.
You know what? There should be a law.
Smoke.
If you can't go into a toilet,
You can't
you can't smoke.
But Howard, he can get a cigarette out of a pack and work a lighter or matches. Certainly he can figure out how to go to the
Of
bathroom.
course he could.
He's addicted to nicotine.
He's lazy.
Yeah, they just don't make him go to the bathroom.
You know what? Tell him he'll get a cigarette after he sits on the toilet and goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, no more diapers for him.
Well, we'll say no cigarettes until you go in the toilet.
There you go.
That's right.
That's it, Sal. Start taking the initiative.
And if you miss your diaper, you don't get
Yeah.
the cigarette.
You don't get to eat. I'll cut off your oxygen if you're making your pants again. How's that?
And how about asking for another $50 for doing it?
Daddy understands.
Oh, man. It's bad.
Man. That's all this weekend. Were you guys appearing? I might go.
Tonight we're in L.A. Tomorrow afternoon we're at the Sit and Sleep in Norco. And then we're at the Morongo
The
Casino.
Morongo Casino tomorrow.
Because when he does those appearances, a lot of times he's in costume. He ain't wearing a diaper.
No, he's in a diaper, dude. He gets on stage in his shorts and his T-shirt, and he does his thing.
Howard, I had no idea any of this was going on. I just happened to hear Sal say, yeah, I got to make sure I'm packed enough diapers. And I said, why? I did not know this was going on.
Well, you know, Beetlejuice will get upset if you tell him he's wearing a diaper.
Yeah, I know. I've confronted him on
Yeah,
it. And then he starts yelling at you.
I feel bad with that.
He's embarrassed enough about it that he could probably learn to be
Right.
toilet trained.
Yeah, I mean, he knew what he did in Levy's car when he said to Levy, "What's your problem?"
My favorite is after our trip to Vegas last year, Levy called my answering machine with Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice got on and said, "Hey, Artie, you're a mess."
Yeah, you're in for some weekend.
And then Jim Florentine's with us, and Jim's always pulling pranks, and he's farting next to Beetlejuice. We went to Wendy's.
I had no idea that this was going to be like this.
Yeah. What are you going to do with the appearance? You have no routine.
No, I got a routine now.
What do you mean?
Bob Levy wrote me some jokes.
Give me a joke.
I don't remember. I haven't looked them over yet.
How many minutes do you do?
Like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. But the guy got something. And, I paid Bob, and, he wrote
you
me-
did?
Yeah. It would be unfair to just take free jokes.
Wow.
What is the lineup this week?
It's me, Sal,
Jim Florentine.
Jim Florentine, Bob Levy, and Beetlejuice.
So
And
you're going to walk out on stage and do 2 minutes?
Yeah.
You got to tape that.
It might
2 minutes? What'd you pay him for 2 minutes? That's 2 jokes.
No, he wrote me like I don't know, 10
Like, hey,
jokes.
I'm Gary, and
There's a couple jokes about Sal.
It's
me
got to
and
be
Sal.
maybe 5 minutes then.
Well, someone told me in Vegas, Beetlejuice went to the bathroom on the stage.
That's what I heard.
When we were there, yeah.
He did. No, we talked
Yeah,
about
that's what
that.
I'm talking about in Vegas.
We talked about that. Yeah.
What are you going to do on that flight today if Beetlejuice goes in his diaper?
I don't know, man.
Like the first hour
I
in.
might just go to the bathroom and sit in the bathroom. It's
Are you going to sit next to him? Do you have to?
That's the problem with me. Like I'm the last guy on the totem pole, so it's like like Levy calls me. You're sitting next to him. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I had to drive this guy and puke out the. So I'm like, I say okay. I mean, what am I going to do?
You better hope it's just 2 people in a row, not 3.
The one
Because
time
imagine like some lady sitting next to
that
Beetlejuice,
poor person.
and he goes in his diaper. You better say to him, hold it in.
it's bad, Howard.
Tell him no
Wait a second.
cigarettes.
Would you take him to the bathroom right before the flight and put him on a toilet and say go?
No,
Because you should.
I direct him to the bathroom. I
But
wouldn't.
he's got a diaper on. What is he going to do about that?
How does he feel for 6 hours?
Maybe I think he fell in the toilet once and he'll never go on it again.
He had a bad experience.
How does he deal 6 hours on a plane without a cigarette?
I don't know, but it's so funny. Non-smoking's everywhere. Beetle just lights up. He puts on American Bandstand.
Like he can read.
I walk in the room, he's like in his diaper, smoking a cigarette, watching American Bandstand.
It's like Baby Finster.
Oh, no.
That's the what he's doing, watching Bandstand.
Learning the new dance moves. The Watusi.
He's like, I like the show, man. I like it.
In his diaper?
What does he like about it? I like the people dancing.
I like that the people who don't wear diapers.
He's got cigarettes in his orange soda bottle. That's his ashtray.
Jeez,
Aren't you guys afraid he's going to burn down the hotel?
That's what I think.
Me too.
I have thought about that, but he's pretty good.
So wait a second. What are the sleeping arrangements?
He sleeps in his room.
His own room.
Yeah.
And you guys just shut the door.
Next door.
But wait a second. You guys put him in a room, and you trust that he won't get up in the middle of the night and walk out, that he won't burn down a room,
right?
And anything else.
He goes in the room. He turns on the heat to 100.
Oh, Christ.
He takes off his clothes to his diaper. He lights up a cigarette.
Oh,
and the bottle with the cigarettes in is right next to the no smoking thing. And he puts on American Bandstand.
He's going to burn something out.
And then when it's showtime, I knock. When it's time for the big show, I knock on his door.
Oh, God.
And I say, Beat, you got 10 minutes.
Get in a clean diaper.
That's exactly what happens. I don't know.
Don't you think it's weird that he's like never left the room at night? Don't you think that he could just wander?
He does sometimes.
He wandered off the last show we did in Connecticut. He did? We found him by a hot dog stand.
Oh, my God.
He cursed me out because I was interrupting him as he was eating a hot dog.
Does he have money?
Yeah, he's got like 10 singles in his wallet to buy like orange soda and
I think we
cigarettes.
lost him in Philly once. He did a show with us in Philly a few years ago, and he wandered.
He disappeared after the show. Florentine's in the parking lot. Levy's in the bathroom. I'm outside. We find him 3 blocks away, eating a hot dog, rapping with the hot dog guy like nothing's going on, and he starts cursing us out when we say we have to go.
Oh, that's funny.
Howard, you got to take a camera on the road. It's unbelievable.
You should go with him. Where's the camera crew for that? They're busy with every strip club they go to.
Right, they're open in every Scores.
Let's get Doug on that plane.
Yeah, well, get him on there. That I need tape of. These guys, with a strip club, everybody drops everything.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Something good's going on. You can't find a volunteer.
Man.
Lazy bastards.
I absolutely agree with you, but don't blame me for that. I mean, this is what I'm finding out right now. Like, I would love to do
Well,
this.
check into it. You're a big yenta. Yeah.
I don't know how to get a flight to L.A.
Get a flight to L.A. You don't know how to get a flight to L.A. If I told you Scores was opening in L.A. right now, you'd find a flight.
Jump on JetBlue. Seriously.
Figure it out. You're a producer. Seriously.
We'll figure it out. We'll see if we can do this. We
put
have
some
an
energy.
LA crew, so maybe someone out there could do it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this.
Yeah, it
sounds wild.
But they're going to need a producer, Doug.
I don't know why he...
Yeah, Doug doesn't need to be there. Suddenly no one needs to be there. Holy mackerel.
You can always tell it's Beatles' room, too, because the blowers are going on that heater.
I got to get out of here.
That's so crazy.
Oh, man. What time's your flight?
2:30.
Now, you've never flown with him before?
I've flown with Beetle, yes, to Vermont. I've flown to Florida, and
but nothing like 6 hours.
Not 6 hours, so I'm worried. The one time in Vermont, he didn't his pants, but his breath was so bad.
And you got to sit next to him on the plane.
It was like
that makes sense that his breath would be
Does he
bad.
talk the whole time, too? Is he talkative?
A little bit, but his breath isn't. I can't. It's like bad fish and.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
That's probably his diet.
And does he drink?
Oh, he drinks. Oh,
does he drink
man.
on the plane?
Yeah, he drinks. Yeah, on the plane he drinks all day. I can't believe the amount of booze he puts away. He smokes and drinks like a 250-pound animal. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I can't.
What does he drink on the plane?
Probably beers, right?
No, he doesn't drink beer. He drinks alcohol, but I think it's vodka.
So, I mean, he's got to be like a racehorse in that diaper.
Yeah, he's just taking it in and letting it out. Doesn't even have to move.
Yeah.
You know, Howard, now that
Sounds
I
like
think
a great
about it,
time.
he never gets up to go to the bathroom, ever.
Right.
He doesn't have to.
He just goes.
Can you imagine what's doing in that diaper? Then you get off the plane and you got to take a car ride to the hotel?
Oh, that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. They need to stop and change that diaper.
You got to find a way to get that diaper off.
Here's the deal. We land at 5:30, right? So now by the time we get in the car, it's 5:45. It's Friday night traffic in L.A. Minimum hour to the hotel.
And now Beetle's ripe.
Right,
I mean, someone's got. I mean, seriously. I mean, he's going to get diaper rash or
I'm
worse.
telling you, if he's sitting there in a wet diaper all that time, something's got to be going
Yeah,
on.
we got to get a camera in his diaper.
Diaper cast.
So we can see what's going on in there. Holy mackerel! He's got to pee at least 4 or 5 times during that flight if he's drinking like that.
Minimum.
And then he's maybe moving his bowels at some point.
Well, he gets so relaxed, you just go.
We got to go. We got to get tickets. Me and you are getting on that plane.
You have no idea. I was almost a part of it.
How did you get out of this? You
found
escaped.
Beetle was going on. He backed out.
Did you?
I'll go by myself. Book me on
Gary,
my
you're
own.
really bumming out.
I am. I just didn't know. I mean, it started
I feel
out,
for Gary.
It started out with Artie's doing a comedy show in April. Can you go? And I said, yeah. Then it started out, well, Artie's not available, but can you go? And I'm like, yeah. Then it started out, we'll get an appearance during the day. It's right near the casino, but it turns out it's like 80 miles from the casino.
Right.
Then it's like, well, hey, Friday night we can get you another gig, but I didn't realize we were in L.A. I didn't realize how far it was to Palm Springs. But I don't even mind the travel, just when you throw the Beetlejuice thing, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh, that's going to be something.
Can't wait till Monday.
See, but
now.
you guys are all pretending like he's not going to the bathroom on the plane. He's going.
He's going.
And
Yeah,
you got to
he's
come
going.
up with a plan. I mean, it's going to be.
See, here's the thing that I haven't understood. All week I've been sort of, uptight about this. And Sal likes laughing and laughing. And
Because he's just, you know what he's doing? He's just putting Beetle on a plane, and he's going to wait till they get to the hotel and throw him in the room and say, go change your diaper.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got me.
So he's only going to pack 2 diapers.
So they got me, Sal, Beetlejuice, Bob, and Jim Florentine in a limo.
I mean, 4 more irresponsible people you couldn't find.
Because really, during the flight, they should take him in and let him change his
I mean,
diaper.
yeah.
Because it's got to be
I'm not
soaked.
sure Jim Florentine doesn't wear a diaper.
Yeah. Oh, Jim, forget it.
Oh, and Jim has no sympathy. He'll just fart.
Right.
Like he'll add to the stench and laugh. He'll just fart.
I mean, Jim will go up to
No, but there's not one responsible guy there who's going to go, you know what? Beetle's probably uncomfortable. We got to
And you
look into
wonder
this.
why Beetle gets lost.
But Jim's in the airport. He'll go up to the sweetest old lady, go, where's Terminal B12? And as she's replying, you hear,
Well, I don't know. Man.
It isn't funny when Jim does.
No,
it's
it's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is funny.
All right.
Well, so I'll see you on Monday, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So does this mean Gary gets to sit next to Beetle if we're taping this?
No.
Yes.
All right.
No.
Yeah,
I got to tell you right now. Call me a jerk. I negotiated a better deal. I'm flying in business class. I got Ambien, and I'm passing out. But I know that I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the flight. I know there's gonna be a commotion.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I just know that there's gonna be a commotion, and
There
it's gonna
have
be
been
these
times
guys.
that Beetle has not made it.
Yeah.
He's
there
been
were
thrown off planes.
Maybe I'll get him drunk before the flight.
Gary, you should be a good sport, man. Just sit next to Beetle. Be funny.
But no. What's a good sport? I didn't sign up to be his handler. Whatever you want to call
Somebody's
it.
got to handle you. Bring in the organ grinder.
I love Beetlejuice. I think he's a funny guy. But it doesn't mean I have to spend the next 72 hours with him. Day and night.
Funny. Beetlejuice called. He didn't want to be in the same car with Gary.
You know what? A chimpanzee would be easier. Because, a chimpanzee, you could just change the diaper.
You know what? But I'll tell you something. My cousin had a monkey, and the monkey used to wear a diaper. But the monkey also can't tell you when the
Right, but you
diaper's
could
full.
at least, but you could change the
You could
monkey.
You
check
change the
and
monkey's
change,
diaper every
yeah.
4 or 5 hours.
Beetlejuice gets belligerent if you try to change his diaper.
Right.
Because all you want to do is just have him just pull it off, throw it in the garbage somewhere, and put on a new diaper.
I just don't want to be on that plane under any circumstances. So could you all please alert me whenever and wherever you're
You
going?
got it.
Yeah, please. An Amber Alert.
Yeah, we do not want to be
alert.
with you.
Oh, man. What are you getting paid?
Not much, but it helps. I need it.
Yeah.
It helps. It definitely helps right now. So I got to do what I got to do.
All right.
And he's happy. He's happy with us.
I'm happy with having money.
He's the best. This is Beetle is as bad as can. He knows he's the best.
Wow.
He's big and he's
It was just as funny listening to it back.
Oh, yeah.
He knows he's better. He knows he's dead.
I can't wait to hear what happened once they hit L.A.
And he knows what
Or just getting on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they hit the airport.
I got to take a break for... Hey, what's with bleeping the word crap and pee? What's going on?
There were bleeps in there I couldn't understand. I said bathroom once. Room got bleeped.
Yeah, bathroom. I can't wait to get out of here and just go back to doing what we do. Believe it or not, every word they bleep is funny. Like at one point I threw in the word excrement or something. Or, I don't know what, or feces. That's what I put in,
Okay.
feces.
And they bleep that?
Because I know it gets a laugh. They bleeped feces.
Yeah, every reference to that.
Yeah.
Done.
Regardless of whether or not it's offensive. Hey, Pete, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Yeah, I saw Beetlejuice in the Hamptons a couple of years ago, and he was...
Take it easy, my friend.
All right, I had to bleep him off. F word doesn't fly here. If excrement doesn't fly here, you'll
If
know.
bathroom doesn't get the right.
The F word definitely doesn't get through. All right, let me take a break, and then I'll ask Gary and Sal to come in, and we'll find out what happened over the weekend with Beetlejuice and the appearance, and that'll be fun. Tonight on E, insanely hot Playboy Playmates, Buffy Tyler and Suzanne Stokes. I'm not kidding you. They're insanely hot. And it started off as a real annoying interview because they were just being annoying. And then we told them they were annoying. And then they got topless and we strapped them into the tickle post. And then they weren't so annoying.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. Buffy Tyler and Suzanne Stokes. Tonight on E. You'll love it.
That's hot.
Yeah. Let me take a break and then because I'm dying to find out what happened.
Yeah, this is like the other part of the story we're dying to hear.
Yeah. All right.
Here's Fred Durst talking about his relationship with Britney Spears.
See, that's the reason I ask these questions. I need to substantiate the story so we can prove her wrong.
I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Girl is a liar.
Oh.
She's a liar.
For sure.
She's a liar.
1,000%.
I believe you.
Strike me dead right now.
I don't think you need to lie about Poontang.
Man, it's unbelievable it's gotten to this point. It's like, that's enough already. You know, whatever happened for a reason, and I did what I did. I believe everything happens for a reason. I have to face the Piper, you know what I mean? But that's the way it goes, and that's what happened. And it's just like, she's just too immature and too... I don't know what she's so worried about, man.
The Howard Stern Show. Love blossoms like a flower on The Howard Stern Show.
The show is ruined today now. You're such a jerk.
Hey, Gary, watch yourself carefully, Bal. Do you know what? I can't wait to see you out on the street. He's fired. That's it. He's fired. He's fired. He just called me a jerk. You're fired, Gary. You're fired. You are fired. I want him out of here. Pack your bags and you're fired. Go find a job. Get out of here.
I'll do it.
Get out. Get out before I blow my mind.
Good times.
I just want to get to the bottom of this L.A. trip with Beetlejuice. So what happened? Give it to me the best way you can. And Doug, you went out and covered this actually, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a challenging weekend.
Why?
Exhausting.
Why was it challenging?
Just keeping up with Beetlejuice is quite a challenge. It's never-ending gimmicks and goofs and gags and laughing. It's so much fun.
Well, Beetlejuice was pissed because he was driving in the car with Bob Levy when we were doing that rap on Friday that I just played.
Bob had already picked him up from the corner.
Yeah, so Beetlejuice called in with Bob and was already on fire.
You too. You ain't got you.
Hello?
Howard too. Him too. I don't let for nobody.
They just want to make it better. What's
I don't
wrong?
give a what that makes. I don't give a
Well, what's wrong? What made you
I
mad?
don't give a
Is it Gary?
I'm tired of everybody picking up. I'm tired of it. Tired of all of them.
So Gary, what did Gary?
That piece of
What did Gary do to you?
my sister's monkey ass.
This monkey ass?
I got something for that ass. Just watch. I got something for that ass.
Do you want to sit next to Gary or Sal?
I ain't sitting next to no body.
But you don't sit next to Gary?
Get away from me. You want something to say about me? You ain't out. Everybody.
So you got to do the appearance with Sal and Gary.
Jim, I don't give a about the fans. I don't give a definitely gonna beat somebody's ass.
You're going to beat somebody's ass?
That's right. I ain't got time for it.
Damn.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
You're going to be cool with them?
Hell no. I'm cool with no body. Everybody else want to talk about me too?
Wow. Oh, man. Was Bob driving with one hand and got the...
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's ambidextrous. Like he's moving that telephone around. So tell me everything that happened.
As soon as I get to the airport on Friday and Beetlejuice sees me, he starts yelling at me. More of that. See, I'm hearing that for the first time. So
Were you laughing the whole time, Sal?
It was the best. He's yelling at Gary. I told half the story. He's like, "Hey, Dave, how you doing?"
Yeah, he thinks Sal is Dave.
He thinks I'm Dave or Jim.
And who's Dave?
I don't know.
Dave's the guy that handles Beetlejuice.
Wow.
Sal is the guy he's angry with.
Wow.
If he could have found Sal, he would have yelled
Yeah,
at
he
him.
says, when I get to the studio, I'm going to take care of Sal. And he's yelling at Gary the whole time.
So Howard, at one point, we're walking towards a plane, and I'm a good 30 yards in front of Beetlejuice because who wants to hear this crap? And you can hear him. It cuts right through the airport.
Right.
We get over to the
my
gate.
God.
The plane's delayed an hour. Now we're hanging at TGI Fridays, having nachos or whatever. And I watch like Beetlejuice, like he wanders around, but at one point, like right off the bat, they go, "Where's Beat?"
Well, was he yelling at you the whole time?
No, like he stopped yelling for a little while. Then we turn around and we realize it's quiet. Where's Beat? No.
Gary's eating nachos. So his fingers are full of cheese and salsa, and Gary's just nodding, and Beetle's cursing at him the whole time. So then Gary orders a glass of water, and Beat goes, "You want me to pick that up for you?" Like he offered to pay for his water.
Right.
So it was so strange.
So we go, "Where's Beetlejuice?" He's gone.
Right.
So Sal goes, now it's already, I'm involved already. You go that way, I'll go this way. He comes out of the bathroom. Beetle comes out of the bathroom like, "Hey, how you doing, man?" Like nothing. But he was gone. Like he could have just walked right out onto Queens Boulevard. Nobody would have known. So then back to waiting for the plane. And then
But Sal doesn't stress like I have to keep my eye on him.
Nobody stresses. I was stressing more than any of them.
See, that's why I couldn't go.
I swear to God.
That's why he can say, "I'll take care of Beetlejuice," because he's really not going to be that involved.
It's no bother.
Yeah.
I love when he disappears.
Howard, there was a great moment this weekend where I forget what it was, but at one point Sal put his hand on my shoulder and he goes, "All right, listen, we got to get a plan. Here's our plan." And he goes, "Oh, wait a minute. You're not involved. You don't need to be part of the plan." I go, "Exactly."
Why not get one of those leashes for Beetlejuice?
Talked about that. Bob talked about that.
Like a leash.
Yep.
Like they do on little kids.
Right, exactly. But Beetle wouldn't go for that.
No, you asked.
I think Bob said they tried it once.
How'd that asking go?
You just put it on him.
Yeah, how about just putting it on him?
You don't ask your dog if he has to wear a leash. You just put it on him.
But my question is, when did he ditch the diaper?
Oh yeah, what happened with that? So all right, so keep going. You're at the airport.
So now we're waiting to get on the plane, and then Beetlejuice is like,
was he wearing a diaper?
I don't know.
All right.
That Beetlejuice is liking me, and then all of a sudden he's not liking me again. So it's more yelling, just yelling. Now I'm trying to have a conversation with Sal. That they're going, "Okay, plane number 128 is going to go." I'm trying to listen to everything, and I hear mother, screaming. And the weird thing is that.
And does everyone in the airport know what's going on?
Well, yeah, and the weird thing is that we have already now ignored him.
Right.
So people are staring at us, not paying attention to him.
And this is just getting on the plane.
We haven't gotten on the plane yet.
Yeah.
So
are you miserable?
It was weird because I actually felt sort of bad that he understood what we were talking about, but it just didn't end.
Right.
It just didn't. I mean, he doesn't stop.
Did he say to you, "I don't wear a diaper"?
I don't wear a diaper. Who the hell are you to talk about me? You guys are crazy. You're lucky I don't kick your ass. At one point, he's at TGI Fridays. I just walked away, and I'm 30 yards away. I'm here. "I'm going to F you up, man."
If he'd thrown a punch at you, would you have fought back?
No.
What would you do?
I would hold the hand and just stop him.
You figure you could catch the punch and just take it.
Step on him.
By the way, I have never seen a human eat as much as Beetlejuice eats.
Yeah.
It is a non-stop eating frenzy.
I know. I noticed that about him too. He likes to eat a lot.
He buys food non-stop. He eats, and when he's done eating, he eats more.
And what does he eat? Like bad food?
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly bad food. He bought like one of those gross hot dogs at a stand in the airport, Doritos.
That's pretty thin for a guy.
Yeah, he doesn't gain weight.
I mean, Howard, he just eats. We stopped at like an In-N-Out burger in L.A. He had a whole bunch of food, but every time I turned around, he was eating.
Is he farting up a storm?
Well, all I could think of, what goes in must come out.
Yeah.
So then we got on the plane, and I went to the front, and I fell asleep, and I didn't hear a thing during the
Did you
flight.
sit next to him on the plane, Sal?
I sat next to a lady who he was supposed to sit next to. I couldn't let. She was such a sweet lady, and she saw Beetle, and her eyes almost popped out of her head, and she sunk into her chair, and she looked at me like I had to throw her a raft or something,
Right,
a life
like,
preserver, like
save
please,
me.
yeah. And I saw the look of fear in her face. I go, "Beetle, you sit there." So I sat him next to some guy, and this poor guy was reading a book. And he was just reading a book, looking down. He never looked up. He refused to look at Beetlejuice. And as soon as Beetlejuice sat down, he started rapping with this guy. He's like, "Hey, man, how you been? What's going on?" Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't understand one word. The guy took the book and put it over his face. And he held it there for the whole flight.
But, now Beetle ate a whole bunch of food and had drinks and stuff before he got on the plane.
Yeah.
Did he get up and go to the bathroom a lot?
Yeah, well, I said, "Beat, let's go to the bathroom." He's like, "All right, Jim, let's go." So we go to the bathroom.
Right.
Jim, Dave,
Yeah.
what is your name?
I don't know. So we get into the bathroom, and there's a few, and Beetle's like, "Hey, go in that one, Jim. Go in that stall." I go, "No, Beetle, you go in that stall. This is about Beetle." He's like, "No," and he goes, "I'm okay." I go, "No, go ahead." So I have to kind of coach him and make him
Wait,
feel
this is on the
comfortable.
plane, sir?
No, this is in the no.
Oh, in an airport?
Yeah.
Oh, what about on the plane, though?
No, on the plane, no.
Did he get up and go at all?
Nope.
And he didn't have a
And
problem.
he didn't have a diaper?
No, I don't know if he did. I think no, he had a diaper on the plane because then when we got to the hotel,
He had to.
He
Yeah.
did.
So
after that,
so Howard,
wear a diaper.
The L.A. station got me a car, right, for the weekend, but not one from the airport.
And Beetle must have been smelling on the plane. Like, how do you let a guy sit next to him, man? That's not fair.
What
You should have traded seats.
But it was the lady. I had to sit next to the lady.
Why?
You should have let the guy and the lady sit next to each other, and you and Beetlejuice sit together.
You're a stockbroker. You can't do that math.
Yeah,
I can't.
It never occurred to him.
Right.
But you know
he
what's
just
funny?
didn't
Like
wanna be next to
Gary's like, he's taking all this crap, and as soon as we get on the plane, he puts his hand on my shoulder, goes, "Hey Sal, you're going that way, and I'm going that way." He's got this big smile on his face.
Imagine I broke Sal's balls for a moment. That's all he does. We'll get to that in a minute. So we get to the airport in L.A. The station got me a car for the whole weekend, but just not from the airport.
And Doug, are you with these guys getting this all on camera?
No. At this point, no.
At the airport, you can't.
First of all, you can't shoot on on an airplane or in an airport, or you go to jail.
Oh.
Which,
but Doug didn't get out there till later that night.
And then my flight got delayed hours.
So now it's all of us in a car, right? To go to the hotel. But I said to Sal, again, I'm thinking like when I had a 3-year-old. I said, don't bring him in the car till you take him to the bathroom. Take him to the bathroom at LAX first. Don't bring him in the car.
Right.
So he goes, no. And I'm like, yes.
I didn't want him to go I wanted him to go in the bathroom in the car with Gary next to him.
So we got to the hotel and everything was fine. Beetle was very quiet. He goes into these weird funks where he doesn't say anything,
which is fine,
and then just breaks out of them like that.
Right.
Go to the hotel. We all check in. Beetle has his own room. Then we're gonna go out to dinner. And so
you're gonna take Beetle to dinner?
Well, this again. I said, Sal, would you like to go to dinner? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, Bob wants to come with us, too. And I go, well, who's going to watch Beetle? He goes, you're right. I'll tell Bob to stay with Beetle. 2 seconds later, all spiffed up, Bob and Beetle are like, where are we going to dinner? We went to a nice restaurant, a really nice restaurant.
Did Beetle behave?
He behaved. He behaved fine. Sat at the end of the table.
Can he order, or does somebody order?
He can.
He can order. Did he read off the menu?
Well, when I took him to breakfast the next morning, he ordered. I don't know. What did he do that night?
I don't know what he ordered that
He
night.
looked at eggs. He was looking at the menu. It said Eggs Benedict, and he ordered the hamburger.
Yeah. He reads the menu for 10
this.
minutes.
He stares at it, right? He wants you to believe he's pouring over that menu.
It's upside down.
And did he order a hamburger?
Yeah,
but he was pointing at Eggs Benedict. He said, I'll have this. It said Eggs Benedict hamburger, cheeseburger.
But that was a breakfast or dinner? What did
Dinner. I think
they had a cheeseburger at a fancy restaurant?
No. See, you get confused. These guys are talking about breakfast.
Yeah, no, dinner. What did he do?
At the fancy restaurant, I think that somebody ordered for him. We ordered a lot of stuff, but whatever it was, Howard, he was so quiet, you didn't even know he was at the table.
Wow.
I mean, the only thing that you knew, it was weird because every once in a while you look down the table, there's Beetlejuice.
Right.
But he was very quiet. We go into our gig that night.
And he ate whatever you ordered for him.
Yeah, he was fine.
Right.
We go into our gig that night. I'm going to tell you, Sal did one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life.
Do people at the restaurant stare at Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Now, and does Beetle order a drink at a restaurant?
He drinks nonstop, too. So he drinks, beers all the time, just pounding them down.
Right.
So we go to do this appearance. It's like a meet and greet. 40 listeners get to hang out with me and Sal. Was Beetlejuice there?
He was there with the girl who puked. She sucked on his... This girl was there. She was drinking. So she goes, Beetlejuice, and she gives him a hug. I go, hey, give Beetlejuice a kiss. So she's like a little reluctant. 4 drinks later, she's sucking on his tongue.
Oh. Wow.
Was
she hot?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hot.
Sal's one of those he should really be Sal the instigator.
Well, it's okay. But
a hot chick is sucking face with Beetlejuice?
Yeah. And Howard.
Uh-oh, wait, Beat's on the phone. Hey, Beat. Beetle.
Everybody look at him and say, hey, I got to get away from breast lips.
Hey, Beat, it's Howard.
Yeah.
How was the appearance?
Yeah. I hear you, Howard.
Oh, okay, good. Everything go okay with the appearance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you were mad at Gary.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he started in with that diaper
His
stuff.
big lips talking about me. Look at him. Look who's he talking to.
Right, yeah. I know what you mean.
But you were wearing a diaper, right?
Me? Do I look like I'm wearing a diaper? No.
Yeah, why are these guys saying you wear a diaper, Beat?
He wears a diaper. Look what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he got the nerve to talk about me. Look at him. Every time he talking about people, look at him. Look at his lips.
Was it hard to...
his breasts so stink. Everybody just look at him and they red.
Was it hard to go to the... you didn't use the restroom... You didn't use the bathroom on the airplane, did
Well, I did.
What did he say?
I don't need no diapers. Look at him. He needs more than diapers than everybody else needs. Look at him. He needs to need to wear a diaper.
Right. So when you go on a plane, you hold in your business, and then you wait till you get off the plane to go to the bathroom?
Me? I get off the plane first.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
So he says he held it in, and then when he gets to the hotel, he went to the bathroom.
So I went to the bathroom. He the one that's talking junk.
Wait a minute, Sal. Did you have to do your usual routine? Take him to the room, turn on the tub, and
Yep.
I don't need nobody to turn on the tub. I turn on the tub myself. But I ain't no little cat.
Yeah, Sal's saying what he does is that your diaper's full and he puts on a tub and then he
I don't need no diaper.
All right. That's what these guys are saying.
Yeah, they need to wear a diaper. Look who's talking with the big ass lips. And he got the nerve to talk about somebody. Look at him.
See, my point is I know Beat knows how to go to the bathroom.
Of course he does, but I don't know if anybody ever asks him.
Yeah. I think he does. What? Did you see him go in his diaper at all?
I didn't. I heard that, so I was in my own car the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, but you was scared to get in the car with me because you got the nerve to talk about me, big lip.
I was scared to get in the car with you, right. I heard that from the trip from the appearance at Sit and Sleep to the casino that there might have been some sort of an accident.
Actually, look who's talking. You got the nerve to talk about people. Look at you.
Did you have an accident?
He got the nerve to talk about me. Look at his lips.
Did you have an accident?
Do I have an accident? No way.
No.
Never.
I like how Beetle makes the reference, the comparison of Gary's
Never
lips to
did.
going
Never.
into a diaper.
He needs to wear a
That's
diaper with his big lips.
All right. Hey, Beat, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Good for you, man. Good talking to you. I know I'm going to see you later in the week.
All right, dude.
All right, Beat.
All right.
Later. That's
Later.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, everybody.
I don't get it. So he clearly had a diaper on the plane, Sal, right?
Right, he had a
to.
diaper on the plane.
So
He never
when-
got up. He
when
even said
was-
just
I
now.
would never wear a diaper. He's supposed to be out of his mind.
Pete, you just said you did a number 1 on the plane. You never got
Oh,
out
look
of your
who's
chair.
talking. He needs a diaper for number 2. So what is he saying?
All right. Well, yeah, so go ahead.
So we get to the hotel, and I turn on the tub. I go, Beat, just do your thing.
Oh, so you did all that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But because of what happened on Friday, now he's not participating. You know,
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's getting
Well, I
out of
look
my
like I'm
room, shut
participating.
up the
Look at
tub.
him.
I don't need any help, and
I don't need no help.
Right.
What I think I ain't no little kid. Look at him. He's a kid himself. So what
Listen,
do
no
you
bad
say?
Beat. If you make it in your pants, so you get in the tub and you wash it off. That's
Hey,
all. No big
I
deal.
wash myself up every day. I don't know what is he talking about.
Anybody can have an accident.
Yeah. Robin had an accident in California,
And
Mexican.
I got in the tub. Sal turned on the water, got in the tub.
Yeah, Robin had an accident.
A lot of people have an accident. A lot of people does.
Right.
So they ain't got nothing to do with me.
All right, Beat. All right, hey, I got to go. I'll see you later.
All right.
All right, take it easy, Beat.
Yeah, take it easy.
And go to Beetlejuice's website, too, by the way.
JollyDwarf.com.
JollyDwarf.com, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
then he's yelling at me and cursing at me. He's like, I'm not putting on no diaper, ain't no kid, F Gary. He's going crazy on Gary, and he storms out of the hotel room, and he leaves the hotel.
Wait, I got tape of Beetle yelling about his diaper. Want to hear it?
yeah.
You too. You ain't.
Wait, that ain't the right one. Hold on. I got it here now.
Yeah, but we got to clean up, Pete.
What was I cleaning up for?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, because Gary says, if you go with...
Gary and everybody else.
All right. So you all cleaned up?
I'm cleaned up.
This is when you're taking him to dinner?
No, this is in the hotel room. I'm getting it because Gary doesn't want to go out with him unless he's cleaned up. I mean, the guy hasn't gone to the bathroom all day. So
All right.
we're in the hotel room, and I'm trying to get the tub going. I'm trying to get him going.
Everybody keep saying I'm cleaning up.
No, we just want to...
Everybody think I'm a kid now? I ain't no kid.
No, it ain't...
Just like everybody else. I ain't no kid.
Well, Gary's afraid that you're going to in your diaper, and if you do that, he's
I
going
don't
to...
wear no diaper. I don't wear no diaper. I don't really wear no baby. I ain't no kid. You want to look like I wear diapers?
Drop it.
I don't need no diaper.
Oh, my God. There's no amount of money worth it.
So then he storms out of the hotel. He goes out in the lobby. He tries to take off. We have to stop him.
So what do you do now? Now he's not wearing a diaper, and you took him to dinner?
Yeah.
And he didn't wash?
He went back to his hotel, and I think he shut the door, and he washed himself up by
All right.
himself. He had to have.
So what does he have? Does he have regular underwear in his suitcase as well?
Well, I tried to look in his bag for the diapers, but he busted me. Because we were really worried. We got back in the limousine, and I go into the bag to see the diapers. And I don't know how it happened, but Beetle got out of the car, and he totally busted me looking for his diapers. He flipped out again.
What's this? Beetle doesn't know where he is?
Oh, that's great.
Was
We took him out Saturday morning. We were walking him down Hollywood Boulevard to look at the star, the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Just ask him where he was, and he said, I don't know.
How do you feel, Beat?
Yeah, I feel pretty great, man.
Now, as you know, Beetle, we're in Hollywood, California. What state are we in?
I really don't know about this, man. Really.
If you had to guess, what state would you say we're in?
I don't know. Really, I don't know nothing about this, man.
Let me give you a multiple choice. New Jersey, California, or Florida?
It could be Florida.
All right, so he doesn't know where he is.
No, never.
So I took him to breakfast, and Howard, he ordered. Like, he sat down. I mean, he looks at the menu. He can't read it, but he knew he wanted a hamburger. And he didn't cause any commotion. Like, people weren't even looking at him that weird.
Wow.
He ordered. Then we left, and we went to the first appearance. So now, me and Sal and Beetlejuice are sitting at this table in a mattress store.
Right.
And Sal starts at me immediately. I'm signing pictures, and Sal's drawing pictures of me. Right? I'm talking about, like, a head on a horse with big teeth. And I thought to myself, well, certainly he'll get bored with this after the first 3 or 4.
Howard, you get to this thing, and all you see is these 250-pound gorillas with no teeth and goatees and chain wallets, and I didn't even want to look up. I go, man, it was like night of 500 Brian Phalins, you know?
Sal was, like, sort of embarrassed to be there.
Why?
He's like, how do you handle
I wasn't embarrassed.
His whole thing was like, well, what's going to go on here? I go, what's going to go on here is everyone's going to come and make fun of you. People feel when they wait online it's their right to insult you.
Right.
And it's like, oh, my God.
So I figured, let me play it safe. I'm just going to look down and draw as many pictures of Gary as I possibly can.
Sit and sleep crowd ragging on Sal.
Howard, this is 2 feet away from him.
Nice.
Literally 2 feet away from him.
Oh, my God.
Beetle reads stars on Walk of Fame. What's that?
Well, these stars with the celebrity names on them. So the first one said Jerry Lewis, and you'll see what Beetle was trying to read the names on the stars.
He didn't know what that star said. Here's another star.
I never heard of it. I never did, dude. I never been in. I never did, dude.
Yeah, but what does this star say?
I don't know.
And what is this shape?
I know it's shaped like a heart. What else, man?
Shaped like what?
It's shaped like a heart, dude.
Like a heart.
You know? Single, you know?
All right, so we're going to read another star. Look at this one. Now, what does that star say?
Howard Stern?
What's that? Yeah.
Howard Stern?
There you go. Howard Stern.
Yeah.
It's Jerry Lewis.
Close enough. What's this, Beetle ragging on Gary some more?
Yeah, it was never ending.
Because it would just, Howard, he would suddenly remember he hated me.
So, Beat, man, what's up with Gary? You went in the other car. Why?
Because he's a bull. He wants some bull with everybody else. He won't call people names. He ain't want nobody calling him names. So
Right.
I don't give a He wouldn't like it because he knows I say things about him. Because his ass so fat. That's why his ass talking about people. Talking about getting the toe. Look at him. His fat ass didn't get the toe. That's why everybody call him fat. Look at his lip. Big lip. Look at him. Talk about it. Look at his teeth. Look at his green in his teeth was. That's how he talk like a baby.
Was that me? Was Beetlejuice just imitating me?
Yeah. There.
You did a good job.
Limo Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. This is funny. I dropped him off that morning at Bob Levy's, the apartment, and he was bad. Usually I have time to stop at a hotel, hose him down, get the bottle of Fantastic out, but he was the worst I ever. I called Bob. I said, Bob, it's the worst. He goes, you're kidding me. I said, no.
But what do you think it is? Does he have a load in his pants?
Yeah, he just has a little problem.
I don't know why. I thought he was Ricky Rackman. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vision I had in my head. Jesse James, I don't know, all those West Coast guys that were married to porn stars. So I probably couldn't even pick him out of a lineup before today. But again, really nice guy.
I mean, he's a lot different on Celebrity Apprentice based on the way they put it together. And you got to hear, he spoke more here than he did in the entire season. And I thought he was pretty charming. Did you like him on the show today, Benji?
Yeah, I think he was very likable. It was funny. I like how pissed he got at Ralph, though. It was like he's such a nice, friendly guy, but like Ralph really got him. Like he looked like he was like ready to start punching someone.
Well, one, that's Ralph's expertise, as we all know, and two, you don't want to mess with this guy, and he talked about that a little bit. He doesn't want to put that out there because he's challenged a lot, because he's known to be a pretty tough customer.
Takes one swing at me, I'll have all that miscongeniality money.
And Miss Congeniality, too.
Exactly.
Don't forget that. Now, before we get to Sandra, we got to talk about Janine. He didn't really talk a lot about their marriage, but you could tell it was a rough ride.
Yeah, he kept calling it his nuclear disaster, which is, you never want to have your relationship referred to that way. And I thought that the line really hit it on the head. Howard goes, "It must have been great. You married to this porn star." And he goes, "Dude, everything isn't the way it looks when you see it," and that spoke volumes about it.
Yeah, if you missed it,
well, actually, I'm sorry. I don't know if you have the line.
Yeah, I think I have the line you're talking about. Here's I think this sums it up pretty much. Hit it, Ted.
Was it weird for you being married to a porn star for a while? Like, I mean, is it that like guys think that they can have their way with your wife, and
I think it she'd been retired for like 5 years,
right?
And so it wasn't really like on the tip of your tongue. It wasn't like she's a current huge star. It was like over in the past, and
right.
she was changing. But then, I think it's harder for her to be in that kind of spotlight.
Would you recommend that a guy marry a porn star, or do you think that they have too many problems that it's just too much of a thing to overcome?
Just buy the DVD.
Just buy the DVD. Yeah,
Don't even go there. Just buy the DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better to beat off.
That was a line.
Yeah, that pretty much sums that up. And were you surprised when you learned that he was married? Not today, but in the past, when he was married to Sandra Bullock? That kind of came out of nowhere, and that relationship seems to have stuck for a little while.
You mean surprised that they ever got? I mean, at the beginning, again, I'm as guilty as anybody. You don't know anything about people, and you just see them in the tabloids, and you see this guy that used to be married to Janine, who's some biker dude. You see him and Sandra Bullock together, and you go, oh, it must be Sandra Bullock's sort of fling, her wild fling. Certainly they can't really like each other, but I don't know anything about him, and it turns out that they really love each other.
Yeah, even he said she figured he'd be a bigot, he'd be this and that, and they ended up doing pretty well together. And Howard found out a lot about how they carve up their finances as well.
I think Howard probably got more out of him than he's probably done in any interview, and he even said at one point, he goes, when Howard asked about the sex, he goes, dude, I'm going to stop. I've already said enough.
Now, he also gave advice about how you have to listen to girlfriends and your wife, and he's talked about going gardening, and that's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Right, but he said it in such a sarcastic way, as if you have to be really not sincere and go, honey, gardening's great.
And he, let's go to.
They don't have kids together though, right? He's got his own kid with Janine, but him and Sandra don't have kids together.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that it's easy to pretend to want to go gardening.
That's true. Paul in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Great. Listen, I just wanted to tell you, I thought Jesse was really good today. You could tell it's like two different guys. I watched a little bit of that Apprentice, and it's like very uncomfortable there. And in the studio, he just seemed like he was at home, with you guys.
Yeah, he said, I got to tell you, he told me in the green room, and he said it when he first walked in, too. He said he was extremely nervous about coming on. He'd done 60 Minutes and all these other shows, but to him, Howard was like a different level, and he was very nervous about coming on.
Yeah, it just seemed like, he really hit it off with you guys. He was really happy to be there,
Yeah, good guy. Good guy.
Do you think people can appreciate a guy like Jesse James because of what he does? I think initially you hear, oh, he makes bikes, and he's
so he just makes bikes. You know what I mean? Like again, I don't know much about motorcycles, and this much what I'm about to say I learned from Fred. Fred will talk in a minute because he just showed up. But I didn't realize that to me a motorcycle is a motorcycle, and that there are guys who make motorcycles that's like a piece of art if you're into motorcycles.
It really is. I mean, it's one of the few things that you can buy. I mean, when he was talking, he said the most expensive motorcycle that he made was $300,000. When you think about a handcrafted, personalized motor vehicle for you, that's a bargain. I mean, if you can afford $300,000.
That was the other great part of the show this morning was when he offered Howard a bike, to make Howard a bike, and Howard said, first of all, listen, I could buy my own bike.
There are
Tim came to my office and started jumping up and down again and going, I can't believe he's not going to take the bike. Why won't he take the bike? He's got to take the bike.
Tim was very excited out there.
What he should do is he should get a Howard wig and go up to him and say, I was just kidding out there. I mean, I really want the bike. Now send it to Tim's address.
Now, Fred, you're an expert in this field.
I don't know about an expert, but
you're knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
How good is Jesse James at what he does?
He's definitely one of the top 5 bike builders that there are around. I mean, somebody brought up Indian Larry today. Rest in peace. He was one of the greats too. And there are guys that are like that. And I really think it's like the last frontier in terms of like customized cars and bikes and things like that. People don't customize cars that much anymore because I think they all look the same and they all look like jelly beans. But at least with a motorcycle, it's like the last frontier. It's kind of like being a cowboy.
That Orange County Choppers, are those guys just an interesting show, or are they really good motorcycle makers?
You know what? The jury's out on them. The real aficionados of bike building, they poo-poo them. And I'm one of the few people that doesn't, because I think anybody that brings bikes into the collective consciousness of the United States and makes them more acceptable and makes them appealing to the masses. That was one of the things that Jesse was talking about this morning. When you're riding in traffic, people have no respect for motorcyclists. I mean, they barely have enough respect for other cars.
Well, I think
but when you're on a motorcycle, you're very vulnerable.
I don't know why this pisses me off. I'm always very respectful. Like a motorcycle guy, if he's in front of me, I like to be very far behind because I always think if he falls, I don't want to run him over.
Right.
The thing that always pisses me off about a motorcycle guy is when he goes between cars.
Something, I agree with that. And I think in New York State, I mean, there's certain places in the country where I think that's legal. I don't think in New York State that is legal, and I agree. I think it's a dangerous practice, and I think people should not do that because it freaks people out. Well,
also, you can't. A motorcycle guy, like on the highway, they always show up in your blind spot when they do that.
Well, that again, it's like that comes down to bad motorcycle riding. I mean, I used to ride a lot when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. I rode a motorcycle before I ever drove a car, and I got a motorcycle again about maybe 10 years ago. I hadn't ridden in years. Maintained my license, hadn't ridden in years, and I, when I decided I was going to go back, I signed up for a motorcycle safety course, took a series of lessons, read a lot of books, and that's one of the reasons I feel fairly confident when I'm riding on the road, because they'll teach you where not to ride in the blind spot, what not to do, the stupid things that you can do to get yourselves in the trauma unit.
All this talk about safety, so that brings me to a question. You've known Howard longer than me. Mm-hmm. Is in your time with the show, was there ever any chance that Howard's getting on a motorcycle?
Not unless Bianca and Beth were like being held for ransom or something. There's no way that he would do it.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, Sal came by, and I don't know how it came up, but we got started talking about Robin again. And Sal at first was trying to explain himself, but then he broke down a little bit, and it led to a lot of good conversation, a lot of controversy, and Robin eventually coming in here to confront him on what's going on in Sal's mind. And I've been trying to figure that out for 3.5 years. But it was a good show, and watch for yourself. Why are you so glum?
I'm not glum. Just waiting for my beating.
You seem glum.
I'm on standby.
Why do you say that every time? I'm waiting for my beating.
Because whenever I express myself on this godforsaken shithole, I get ripped apart the next day. No, I do. And you know what? I'm going to. Maybe this is a good
what
thing.
are we talking about here? Are we talking about the game, or are we talking about how you verbally attacked Robin?
Which godforsaken shithole are you referring to?
Okay, I know I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. I knew I attacked Robin. I didn't view it as an attack. It came off as an attack.
Well, how would you view it?
In other words, you just said,
I know I
without
attacked...
being redundant, it was constructive criticism that she took personally. And I know a lot of people feel that way, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I offended Robin. That wasn't my intent. But, if somebody else gave criticism, it wouldn't be as bad. I always have to be the guy that stepped on in the
that's
end.
not true.
That's wrong.
That's just not true.
No, it is. It's true.
It is.
Because I'm the only one. I'm the only one who gave Robin good advice, as far as I'm concerned.
No, you're the only one that gave her that advice, and you think it's good advice, and that's you could think that. But
you don't. You're not better than me, Gary, to tell me.
I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying you don't have the ability to recognize that you took a solid 10 minutes on the wrap-up show to talk about how Robin is literally single-handedly fucking up the show, and it's your opinion that she's fucking up the show, and we don't say a word, and we let you say whatever you want, and you don't have the ability to think that she might be offended by that.
Well, you interpret it as me saying she fucked up the show. I said I would prefer if she just slowed down a little bit, and that's what I really said.
Slow down. Know your place. Slow the fuck down.
And that's it. And then it just turns to this whole... So, you know what? I'm not going to express my opinions anymore on you guys, because when I do, everybody gets into a tizzy. Everybody gets all upset. It's not worth it.
Actually, you probably get called on the carpet about 1 out of every 10 times you express your opinion, because you express your opinion a lot. But but seriously, when you were talking, did it not hit you in the head that Robin might not appreciate that? Were you surprised when Robin grabbed you in the hallway?
I lost a little sleep the night before.
Did she just?
It started hitting me like, oh boy, I wonder how she's going to interpret this. I hope I didn't. I felt bad about it. I thought it was a
But
little.
why would you feel bad? It's just
I
an
was
opinion.
a little harsh,
But it's an
because-
opinion.
but
It wasn't
it
an attack.
It was tough love.
Right, like when you said that Howard's tongue had Robin's feet mark on it, like was that?
It's got a Reebok mark.
Well,
Right,
that-
Reebok mark. Yeah, was that-
sometimes you have to paint the picture to get your point across, and I felt at that moment that was the case. And I have no ill will towards Robin. She told me to fuck off. God bless her. Whatever
Sal,
she wants.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what happened? She just grabbed you in the kitchen and said, "Fuck off."
She was in the kitchen.
Or
I'm
did
like-
you say something to her first? Like, did you say, "Hey, I love you"? Or
No, I
"How's
didn't
it
say, "Hey, I
going?"
love you."
Hey, Robin, listen about
She
that
said,
you suck thing.
I said something like, "Hello, Rob." She's like, "Should I say hello back, or would I be talking too much?" And
and you go, really? What do you mean?
And I said, "Really? What do you mean?" I really did. And
Just in
she's
case.
like, and she goes, "Sal." I'm like, "Robin, as soon as I said that, and I did, and I said it on the show too." She goes, "Love you, schmuv. You don't start with that bullshit. Just because you have," and she really laced into me. She's like, "Just because you have problems at home and and you have the ability to stand up to your wife and you have issues with women, you think you could take it out on me?" I'm like, "No, it's not. That's not the case at all." I go, "Robin, that's not the case." I go, "I just want to let you know that in certain circumstances, I think you chime." And she's like, "Fuck off." And she turned around with her cup of celery juice that's going to go up her ass in the next 5 minutes. And I said, "Robin, I go, let me." She goes, "Take another step. I'm throwing this in your face." And I'm like, "Whoa," and that was it. And
you know what the greatest part is?
I feel the thing is, I really feel bad. I don't like to have tension between people, especially your coworkers and your friends. I feel bad about it, but it bothers me. Like I don't know. Like I expressed how I felt, but it's not worth it.
I don't think you expressed it in a way that somebody would like. You thought it was constructive, but it really did come across as a bit of an attack. And my favorite part, by the way, is how you made a point of telling us that day, "I'm not going to be one of those fucking assholes that says, 'I love you, Robin,' but," and all you've ever said, starting every sentence, including when you saw her in there, was, "I love you."
Yeah, that's true. But I said that I'm not going to be an asshole that says, "I love you," but because I really do love her. Like, I'm not going to be a liar. That's what I meant. Like, after, on the show
I'll take 500 shares of Logistics, please.
You need a decipher from like the Da Vinci Code to figure out what Sal means when he says shit.
When you get caught in a conversation with Sal, I do understand why he was so successful at selling stock, because he really tells you. Like sometimes I would walk out of there confused.
Well, that's because he says three different opinions that often contradict each other in
but
one
they're
statement.
not. I said what I meant.
What?
And
Robin walks all over Howard?
That I care about Robin, but I felt lately she's been chiming in too much, and I meant that. I expressed it in maybe in a harsh way that she took offense to it, and I'm sorry that she took offense.
Can I just say,
I don't like I don't like the tension. I do like Robin, and I think she's great at what she
assuming your
does.
criticism comes from a sincere place, did it ever occur to you that maybe a 25-year broadcasting veteran didn't want to hear the opinion of a stockbroker?
More like a
5-year listener.
More like a 30-year veteran. Robin's been on there for like 30 years.
A wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one. What? It's exactly what I said. If you guys can't interpret that,
a wise man learns from a fool, and a fool learns from no one.
So
that means there's always something you can learn, whether God.
No, what it means is a fool has the inability to learn nothing, but a wise man should listen to the fool.
Yeah, you can learn from a fool's mistakes. You can learn from a fool and a fool's actions. But there's always advice to be given.
So who are you in the scenario? Who are you?
Unfortunately, I'm the fool because Robin has the experience. So I'm putting Robin on the pedestal here. But she can learn. So you can always learn something.
But I'm just saying it was unsolicited.
Hey,
like if she had come to you with a
does
friend
Richard Roper
and said,
have the right to tell somebody how to direct a film? No, but he could critique it. Yet he has no experience in that field.
By your
I have experience.
You're not
at least a little bit, not as much as Robin.
Technically, you're not here to critique.
I'm
Richard's
not,
hired to critique. That's
and that
a big
goes
difference.
back to my first statement. I'm done giving my opinion and critiquing.
Oh, put the $1,000 on the table right now. There's no way you're done.
And you're
as much as it pains me, I'm done.
You're not done.
Honesty is dead.
And you're the fool, and you've learned nothing based on your analogy?
No, a wise man learns from a fool. A fool learns from no one.
So who have you learned from?
I've learned to keep my mouth shut. I've learned from this fool myself, I guess.
Jack in Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah,
I think that's an Aesop fable or something. Look it up. It's on Google.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to talk to Sal about what's going on with him.
Oh, this is Ronnie Munt.
Who?
I could tell. I could smell the Metamucil coming off your skin.
Yeah, well, hey, dude.
Yeah, I can smell.
You know what,
it.
dude? You do
Hold
this.
on.
You do this
Yeah,
every time.
Take that diaper you have around your ass and wrap it around your mouth.
You
will
do this.
please?
You do this every time. You cause trouble for yourself.
I do.
And then you cry like a baby.
I'm not crying one bit. I'm just learning my lesson.
Now you did it with Robin. Then
I
you
didn't
walk
do
around
anything with
sulking
Robin.
like a little baby.
Ronnie, I'm not being a baby
Jack.
here. I'm learning, Ronnie,
Like
that
a little
I shouldn't
baby,
express
a little
myself because you get in
freaking
trouble.
Baby, man, you don't quit.
Baby, just the
Go
opposite
lock
of a
yourself-
very, very old person.
Go lock yourself
Oh, is
in
this
your
Jack?
room, like I told you a
I'm
long
sorry,
time
Jack.
ago. Go lock yourself in a room there.
Ronnie, I'm sorry, Ronnie, that you have to ride my coattails for attention, but your point is
I am not riding
your
your
point is
coattails
just
for attention.
worthless. It's just
No,
stupid.
my point is so right.
No, it's not
Because you
right.
do this
I
every
expressed
time.
myself about Robin. Robin got upset. I'm upset that she's
Who the
upset. It's
hell
not.
are you- who
It's
are
not
you?
worth it.
Who are you to express yourself about Robin?
And who are you to tell me what I should and should not do?
Because you don't. You're hired here to be a writer.
And you're
or whatever the
hired
hell
to
you
be
are.
Howard's driver, so
Right,
shut the fuck up
exactly.
and drive.
I do.
What are you
man.
doing calling in on a show?
I'm waiting for him. I'm busy.
All right, so wait.
Whoa, settle down, everybody.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Hold on,
Stupid
Sal.
asshole.
Wait a second.
You're a stupid asshole.
Now, Jack, doesn't Sal have the right to express his opinion?
No, not. Why should he? Who is he?
I mean,
Nobody.
if he's asked a question, he's simply
Yeah, but
answering it.
Nobody asked him to make it give opinion on Robin, whether she should talk more or talk less. Who is he? He's nobody.
All right, hold off on the break. Robin's here.
Rob, Benji, can you give it? Come right here, Robin. So,
You know, I'm in the hall and people just keep telling me stuff about Sal saying various things. Why is this still going on?
Well,
Didn't you have your say? I
said
heard
I felt
it.
bad.
No, he's not. He hasn't been degrading you. What he's saying
No,
is,
but he
doesn't.
said he was delivering a communication. I got it.
He doesn't. We were asking him how he could go off for 20 minutes and give his opinion. I put in quotation marks, and I said, "Did you not think that it might come back to bite you?" And he goes, "No, not really. I really."
Well, when somebody said Sal didn't understand, I said he could stop there. He doesn't have to put anything after that sentence. Sal doesn't understand anything.
That's true.
Just say that. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I would egg you on, Robin, but right before you walked in, Sal's like pretty much on suicide watch right now.
No, I'm not. Ronnie told me that Sal said he's losing sleep. I said, you shouldn't tell me that.
Yeah, because we feel bad.
So, Robin, did you take Sal's advice to heart?
Oh, shut up, John.
Do you really think I would take
Never.
Sal's advice for anything?
No. But clearly, I mean, you yelled at him in the kitchen, so something must have bugged you one way or the other.
Sal isn't attacking me. Sal is attacking all women when he talks
That's
to me.
what she said in the
And
email.
that's what I don't mind an attack on me. Like I said, when he said Artie did something wrong, it was Artie did something wrong. When he says, something to me, it's like, know your place. Well, where would my place be?
This week in Arizona.
Howard's at the window. He sees Robin talking to Sal, and he's got this quizzical look on his face like, should I go in there? And then he just left.
He's like, so what would your advice to Sal be?
I don't have any advice for Sal, because if I try to give Sal advice, because quite frankly, when I was talking to him on the air, I was trying to explain to him what a Google search is, which I don't think he understands. And I got, know your place. Shut up. Stop piping up over there. So I can't give Sal advice.
Robin brings up a good point. Like, when you fight with Artie, why don't you tell Artie to know his place?
Because Artie threw a CD at my eyeball.
Are you still angry at him, Robin?
I'm not angry at
She's
all.
not
I didn't even
angry at
know
me.
this was going on. And people are telling me. I said, but the worst thing to tell me is that I made you lose sleep, because I'll keep you up the rest of your life.
A kind of cool show happening today. Jimmy Kimmel, who I saw this weekend, by the way, we were hanging out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy and his cousin Sal.
He's dating his cousin Sal.
Yeah.
No, Sarah.
Well, I did have some alone time with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I got to ask him about, Sarah Silverman.
Did he open up?
He opened up, but, when a guy opens up to you in private, this is the problem with me associating with people outside of the show. They kind of give you they preface their statements by saying, look, this is some stuff I'm going to talk to you about.
It's embargoed.
And all I'll tell you about that, I'm embargoed. But I'll ask him about it on the air, and we'll see how clean he comes. But
Yeah, but you know what? Do you really care more about Jimmy than the show? Fuck him over. Really?
Well,
let's do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Anyway,
right.
I am a man of my
Are you ever
word.
going to get better information out of him?
Yeah. But I got to tell you something. This is how bad I am with people. This is another story of just how bad I am. Jimmy began to open up to me about him and Sarah and, what was going on.
And was really open, huh?
And then afterwards, like Beth says to me, well, what did Jimmy say? I said, I don't know.
You had no idea. You
I have
didn't
no
even
idea.
listen. You blanked out?
I think I listened, but I didn't understand what he was saying. It didn't make any sense to me.
I think the only reason you listen to me in those situations is because you're so fascinated how fucked up I am. Heroin is like
well,
something.
he's really fasinated about interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, but I think maybe it's boring to him now.
I listen to you because we're on the air together.
Oh,
That's
geez.
right.
I can.
So in a
hear
year and a
you
half,
on the
I
air.
should stop calling
If
you.
Jimmy talked to me on the air, I would understand everything.
Right.
I mean, you'd question him.
Yeah.
You don't even ask questions.
No,
in
I
these
meant even
situations.
personally.
I did, Robin.
Even when I call you, you listen.
Yeah. But I even said to Jimmy, I said, I don't understand what you say. In other words, okay, you guys broke up and you're explaining it, but still
you don't get it.
I still don't know. I don't even know that you really told me anything here. I don't understand. And then he started again to tell me stuff. And maybe he was just being guarded or whatever. But
I have I've had that experience where people are saying a lot of words, but I don't
Yeah.
understand anything they're saying.
yeah, I mean, I'm telling
Yeah, they're
you,
usually foreign people.
I swear to you, I am as in the dark
as before.
And the only
good.
thing I know is
dear.
what Jimmy has said publicly, that she broke up with him.
So basically, you are saying everything you know on the show, so that's good.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I could tell you everything he said, but it doesn't make any sense. So, he'll come in here, and whatever he's comfortable talking about, we'll
He probably
go
isn't
to.
comfortable talking about any of it.
Probably not.
On the air.
No.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here, man. Old friend of the show. We got a lot of old friends here. We don't have no new friends. We got only old friends. What the fuck?
Kind of like you.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Come on in.
Jimmy.
Hey, what's
Morning.
happening?
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. I thought you were going to come to my hotel room and wake me up
I
there.
wish.
At this thing.
So what brings you down to the show today?
What do you think brings me down in the show?
What are you talking about?
I have a lot of important things to talk about on the show. Gary's penis.
What you're talking about right now?
Yeah. No, I had a similar thing done to my penis, so I feel like I can add a lot to the
You're going
conversation.
to share your experience with us
Yes,
today about that?
I'll help make men in their cars crouch over throughout the morning today.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel's here. Bring in Jimmy.
Jimmy, you gained weight.
No, that's Artie. There's Jimmy. Jimmy's actually lost weight.
Look at Jimmy.
Jimmy's thinner. Good to see you, dude. Artie's
Hi.
thinner, too. Hey, James.
Hello, Howard. I
Host
can't hear
of-
anything in my headphones, but my cans.
Host of Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Don't act like you haven't seen Howard. We heard you spent the weekend together.
Yeah, we made love.
I thought that was going to be our secret.
No, that wasn't a secret.
Oh.
It's just, you know what it is?
What?
When I hang out with Jimmy, I feel kind of like I disappoint him.
What?
Why?
Because when I'm not on the radio, I'm not a whole lot of fun, and I'm actually kind of quiet and not all that witty. And I think Jimmy kind of worships
Are
me a
you
little
fishing for compliments?
No. Jimmy, I'm being serious. Jimmy,
Welcome to the show, Jim.
Jimmy looks up to me.
It's true. That is true.
And so you expect that he expects something.
Like I had
more.
Jimmy's stories, like when he was in high school, he listened to me, or someone sent him a tape, and he wanted to go into radio. I don't know what the whole thing is, but then like when
Is this your way of saying you want Fred to play music and for me to go on?
No, it's him saying he wants Ralph to play
but
music.
it's always awkward because I know probably Jimmy's expecting this great guy to hang out with him, and I'm like,
Well-
I'm really not a lot of fun, as Beth will tell you.
I disagree. We did have a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun. I'm not. What do you think I'm expecting? I'm not expecting Robin Williams bouncing off the wall.
That would be annoying.
But I know, like, you like to sit and, like, like Jimmy came out to see me, so it was like, then I feel obligated that, we should be together.
Yeah, well, that is one of the things when you go visit
When you
somebody, you actually
visit
see
someone,
them.
they actually are supposed to be with you.
You should do the Great Gatsby. You should just never show up.
Well, after Jimmy left, I said to Beth, I said, Jimmy's a great guy. Everyone knows I love Jimmy. I think Jimmy's a really together great guy.
Together?
Yeah, he's got it
pretty
together.
Robin.
Yeah, he is pretty together.
Robin, you're sitting on a pot of coffee. How dare you judge?
Well, nobody said I was together.
I really like Jimmy. No one could be an easier house guest. I even like his cousin Sal.
He's an easy house guest?
I am.
Sal, yeah, because Sal is like that wall. He doesn't say anything. He says
You just like a potted plant.
He was nervous. He's not usually like that.
But I said,
You give Sal a sports sticker, he's fine for
I said to Beth afterwards, I said, Jimmy coming out to the house makes me realize I don't think I want people coming out to the house. So she goes,
Good, thanks, Jim.
this is positive. She said, why? She goes, no one could be easier than Jimmy. Like, Jimmy's so great. I said, that's right. And the fact of the matter is...
Everybody else is a pain in the butt?
No. I said, even I can't handle that because I feel I couldn't even sleep when Jimmy was over because it was like... I'm like, oh my God, Jimmy's probably awake and he wants to
Let
get
me
together.
go down and see what he's doing.
So I'm up at 5 in the morning checking to see if Jimmy's
But
up.
who's up at 5 in the morning looking to get together with their...
I'm neurotic. I can't have people
He
over.
doesn't want Jimmy to be walking around while he's sleeping.
You know what you got to do, Jim, is you got to just... Howard knew I'd be asleep till 3 p.m.
Well, and then at 9 a.m. I was going to have a chess lesson and I felt guilty. I said to Beth, is it okay that I'm having a chess lesson? Because what if, it was for an hour. So I was like, she goes, well, I guess so, but Jimmy's your guest, and he's here. And I go, but I want my chess lesson, too. You mean Jimmy can't hang out with his cousin and do stuff?
No, I'm fine. I don't like to get up early anyway. But in fact, I actually intentionally, I got up what I thought was early. I got up at I made sure to get up at 9:30. So around when your chess lesson was over, then, we could
hang out.
Yeah,
You should have combined the two and had Jimmy give you a chess lesson.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say to your guests, you know what, I got a chess lesson at 9
did.
or
I told
whatever,
Jimmy.
and do whatever you want,
Everything
and I'll
is-
see you in the afternoon or
I'm
something.
just not good. I feel guilty.
Everything is very well scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're very well scheduled.
You know what's happening when you go there. It's
Yeah.
almost on a list.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Jimmy went. Now I have someone I can call to ask how the house looks.
When you straighten yourself out, you might get up.
Well, yeah, they don't want, crazy drug people
Yeah,
knocking
yeah.
at the door.
What, me and 3 cops aren't fun to have over your house?
But so I always feel like
You don't want Artie making an escape.
And then the other weird aspect is I'm hanging out with Jimmy, and where Jimmy and I were having a private conversation, and I even said to Beth, I'm going to ask Jimmy about Sarah. Did you hear my rap about this morning?
No, I couldn't get my series.
Dude, you
working
and
in the
fucking
car.
Sarah went through weird shit. Howard told us on the air. What the fuck, man?
I would never do
Thank
that.
God you got out of there.
With a midget? A midget?
It wasn't a midget. He was just short.
No, I said, Jimmy and I were talking, and I even said to Robin this morning, I said, I sat with Jimmy. We talked for a half hour, an hour privately about a bunch of things, but one of the things being what happened with Jimmy and Sarah. I need an explanation because I was close with Jimmy and Sarah as a couple. And I said to Robin, I have no idea what Jimmy's talking about.
He says,
It
first
was
of
an
all,
hour.
of course, it was not for the air, but in the same, he said he went to Beth and he couldn't tell her what you said.
Because immediately, after we had the conversation, Beth wanted to come down, but she saw we were talking privately.
Oh.
She said to me, okay, so what did Jimmy say about Sarah?
Right.
I said, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he said.
For Howard to listen to you, you have to work Howard into the conversation.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what I said either. I mean, I don't
It was the
know.
lamest, most
He
mysterious.
said he's not sure you know why you broke
When a chick asks me what their day, if I want to hear what their day was like, I'm like, only if I'm in it.
I wish it could have been more interesting, but
No, it wasn't that it wasn't interesting. I just didn't understand.
He said you were saying things, but he couldn't understand what you were saying.
I don't understand what I'm saying most of the time either. So.
But maybe it wasn't not that interesting. Maybe it wasn't interesting.
And then also it's awkward because Jimmy says to me, look, this is private. So I said, okay, well, so what does that mean?
I can't
Well,
call
here's
the
problem.
Inquirer?
Here's the problem is that I know you would like me to talk to you about these things mostly because you're curious about this stuff, but I know that
Mostly because he's a yenta.
it's hard for you to remember what is okay to talk about and what isn't okay to talk about. So
Right.
for your own protection, I feel like
That was smart.
Maybe you didn't tell him anything.
Well,
I didn't. I'm telling you.
I know I did. I told you
You did?
everything. I mean, I told you everything that was there. It's not that interesting. You know,
It's
sometimes
not. It was
people just
horribly
don't.
boring.
Something happens. I
Horribly
don't know what it
boring.
is.
It was terrible, actually.
It's unpleasant, you
There
know.
was no
but
good stories. I was.
there were
Nobody
no
had
events.
any great problems, like, they
Was
are
the sex
harboring.
good? The sex was good, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, for
you,
for me, yeah, it was. Yeah.
The sex was good.
You haven't checked with her?
I'm pretty. I think I could safely assume it wasn't that great for her.
But the public thing was
Can I taste your juice?
the public thing was that she broke up with you supposedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both times?
No, actually, I broke up the first time. She broke up the second time.
Ah, see, that's
Yeah.
something I didn't know.
Yeah.
No,
Who's going to break up the third time?
I don't think they're getting back together.
Is it over? Howard
we
said
had
he
the
could
rubber
get
match.
you. Howard said he could get
So,
you two back together
can't.
if you just gave him a little time. Now you think you can't.
Well, he can't even listen to Jimmy talk about the problem.
He couldn't stay in the
No,
room.
I listened. I didn't understand it. I
You
didn't
know what?
want to
You should
keep...
interrogate her. That should be what you do because maybe you'll get more. Because
But alone, in a situation like that.
I'm not the kind of person that looks for reasons afterwards. It's if you don't like me, I don't like you, and that's
Well,
that.
then why did you break up with her?
Oh, I don't even know. I just felt just depressed and just felt like that was something that I felt like that was the reason why I was depressed, and then I became even more depressed
After you broke up.
after we broke up. Yes.
You heard the music.
I know. What's the music? You know, Fred, you kill it with the music.
He does. He does.
I could have. I was almost on the hook.
Yeah,
I almost started crying.
Wait, I missed it. What did you say?
I asked, so he broke up with Sarah the first time.
Yeah, so you're getting more out of him than I did.
You needed me
I told
there.
you that.
I know. I did.
Well, now that Howard's listening because it's on the air.
No, I listened. I really did listen.
And he
I
said-
could tell you,
Bullshit.
I could tell you everything he said
Wait a
because he
minute.
didn't say anything.
I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you what he just said.
Yeah.
So he was suffering a depression.
Right.
He decided it was the relationship that was depressing him.
He didn't tell me that.
He broke up, and then he got more depressed.
Do you
so
understand?
that's
You
why
missed
he,
it.
More or
You
less.
missed it.
Yeah.
More or less.
Do you understand how bad that sounds? Like men want to have the perfect woman, and in a sense, Sarah is beautiful, and she's funny,
Talented,
she's smart,
funny. Oh, my
great
God.
conversationalist, and we still get bored. This is what happens.
It's not even bored, really. But you're right, though. Yeah, it is. It's troubling because you think, oh, if I can't stay in a relationship with this person for a long time,
Right, that's- Then
there
I
isn't
can't do
anyone.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
And that's what starts to depress you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's starting again right now.
Is it that you think the two of you are just not in love with each other anymore? Like the love left?
Well, they were
Yeah.
in love at your
Yeah.
wedding.
You guys were all over each other at the wedding.
Holy Christ, I had to make out with my shitty food.
I mean, you really were. And
Well,
it was so
yeah.
I guess at some point the two of you just realized, like, yeah, we like each other, but we're not in love with each other.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She decided that.
Oh, she decided.
That was funny
You're
at the
in love-
wedding.
You're in love with her.
No, I'm not. I told you.
were.
Yes, but when it's over for me,
It's over. You close
Yeah.
the door.
I close the door.
Right.
So
But
because I
you
put my
open the
penis
door-
through the keyhole.
Yeah, but you open the door.
If he opens the door, he'll be in love again.
You close the door, but you open the door again.
Let's put it this way: when the door's closed on me, the door is closed.
Right.
Yeah, but
When I
Jim,
close the door.
Jim, for every door that closes, one opens.
You're right. You're right.
And the one you better
So
open
are
is
you,
the heroin
are you
door.
on a tear now?
Oh yeah, I'm on a real tear.
He's fucking all of Hollywood.
He's having sex with cousin Sal.
Let me tell you what I did last night. Here's
He's
what
having
my tear.
homosexual incest.
I went to dinner with my friends Alex and Martha Wallow, who listen to the show,
Right.
and had a huge steak, and then almost was pretending to make conversation outside the restaurant where I was almost certain I was going to shit my pants. And then I got in the cab and desperately tried not to shit my pants, and then thought it might be funnier for the show tomorrow if I did shit my pants.
Who cares about shitting in a cab? You've never done that?
You mean you had a big steak?
Yes,
And it made
immediately
you-
it became
went through you.
an angry ball of shit. that
Jim,
wanted
you're
to
not a
come
New
out.
Yorker. Sometimes you shit in a cab just to make it smell better.
And then you wanted to take a shit. And why didn't you do it at the restaurant? Or are you too embarrassed?
Oh, No, not at the
You would
rest.
never
Plus,
should do.
everyone knows I come out sweating. You know, I have to take off most of my clothes. So then I get upstairs, and I know this is going to happen because there's a nightmare happening. Is that my cousin Sal has the key to the room in his pocket, and there's no way he's just flipping the door open and letting me run right through. There's going to
Did you tell Sal you had a shit?
Oh, I told him I had to shit, and I realized that was a terrible
Wait
mistake.
a minute. You don't have your own room? You and Sal are in the same room?
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is getting worse.
Sal's on the show. They didn't get him.
Well, they didn't, you know.
They didn't fly him here.
They tell you can bring somebody out with you, you know.
Jim, that is fucked. What are you doing?
Well, the truth is, I brought two people. I brought Jill Lederman, our producer, so she had a room, and then Sal and I stayed. We don't mind. We like staying in the same room.
Holy mackerel.
You really aren't in show business.
I guess not.
Really?
Jim, they used to get everybody at Mad TV their own room.
I'm not on Mad TV.
Yeah, well, actually, Nightline, they've got 4 people in a room there.
Martin
Courtney
Bashir has
Thorne
like 17 people living in a room with him.
Hey, would you? So did he get the key open in time and you took your shit?
He did, but there was some torment time where he held the key up and showed it to me and waved it to me, and I was like, "Open that fucking door! Will you open that fucking door?"
Or you're fired.
We're gonna shit all over you.
Don't make me shit in Jim Belushi's room again.
That's right.
Would you have Sarah on as a guest on your show?
Not right now. I don't
Wow.
think. Eventually, maybe.
Wow.
Really? Is that
Wow.
is that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting. Not good enough.
We're just really
No,
booked
what are you
up.
talking about? Not good
No,
enough.
it's not
No,
good.
it's because
enough.
she's doing every other show. She's busy.
There's no openings at your show?
You know what? We've got a lot of bookings right now. And no, I don't know. I just think it might be
Awkward. But it'd be fun.
might be more unpleasant than it would be worse.
Sarah, there's a very funny stripper I met who's doing a set.
Why would it be unpleasant?
Well, why do you think?
Because but she was, listen, when you were going out with her,
yeah,
she was on the show like every week.
Well, not that much.
I
but
mean,
yeah.
a lot.
She was like your brother Theodore.
And now all of a sudden there's no presence of her like she was doing them.
Well,
I'm
it's not
fucking
like people
Matt
like,
Damon.
where is she? I mean, she was on maybe twice a year. I mean, it wasn't like
Is that
she
true?
was, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was more.
But she was
No.
on in the time that you two got back together.
Yes, she was.
Listen,
on,
I've been on 5 times, and twice when I was on, Sarah
was on.
Jimmy's going to hang out with us all morning. He's going to be here for a while. Ben Stiller is waiting in our green room.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so what we'll do...
What he's saying is a bigger star has now.
No, Jimmy's hanging out being part of the show. He'll be here during the Ben Stiller
You can
interview.
sit there while Ben is.
If Ben Stiller's sitting here and Adam Sandler comes in, we'll have Sandler.
That's Jimmy's cousin, Sal.
Oh, this
Hey,
is the guy you
everybody.
spent
Good guy.
the weekend with?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's a nice guy. I was a little worried about him, but he's a nice guy.
Sounds very quiet. Yeah.
He's another Tom Cruise lover, this kid.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
What's going on? Now, do you have to leave?
I think I have to leave soon because I have to do Regis and Kelly.
You're doing Regis and Kelly.
Without Regis.
Sans Regis.
Yeah.
And Sal, you're going over there too?
I'm going to head over there, yeah.
Well, all right.
He can stay if you want.
I understand your cousin Sam's here.
So am I saying goodbye to you? I don't want to hold you here.
I think we
Kip.
have to
All right.
leave, unfortunately. Sadly.
Sal, good
Yeah.
seeing you.
Thank
It was
you.
nice spending time with you.
Great seeing you.
Jimmy, I wish you continued success. I hope these upfronts, whatever
Thank
they
you.
are, go
Now-
well for you.
Now I feel weird about the next time. I feel weird about visiting you
Why?
because I feel like.
You mean visiting him at home?
Yeah, because I feel like we
Just
always get
visit
the
me.
honest account, but then I feel like I'm making you uncomfortable when I'm at your house.
Not at all. I love being with you. We go away on vacation together. I mean, what's the matter with you?
Well, I don't, because you said then you feel like you have to entertain me. You don't have to entertain
Don't worry.
me.
I know.
I'm
I know.
self-entertaining.
Believe me, and so am I.
Okay, good.
How dare you? Look, I don't know what's going on in your romantic life. I'm sorry
Is
you
he
and
dating? You didn't even find out for us.
I would never ask. I don't know
I'm
what
dating
he's doing.
Neil Patrick Harris.
You're not the type of guy that we're not going to open up the tabloids and see you're dating like every woman in Hollywood. Now that
No.
you're free of Sarah and you're a single
Definitely
guy.
not.
You're not. You're not going to womanize.
What are you going to do?
You know,
are
I'm
you
not
going
like
to
that.
a dating service? Are you? What are
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm on,
Millionaire matchmaker?
I'm on that Ashley Madison.
Well, he
You're
has
an
a
Ashley
certain-
Madison. You only date married women.
Yes, I'm only fucking married women.
Well, Jimmy has a certain type. I think he's going to ask Elaine Boozler.
And so the dating will begin. The dating will commence as soon as you get over Sarah.
Theoretically, yes, I guess so. Yes.
Excellent. We can't wait for that. Who will it be? Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Well, who will the lucky lady
Will
be?
you be picking up women on the show? Will you do that? Lou?
No, I don't think so. I can't imagine that will happen.
Who are your guests for the rest of the week when you get back to L.A.? We'll pick out one
Well,
for you.
Ben Stiller.
All right,
I
you
don't. I
can't go out
really
with
don't
him.
know who the guests are, to be honest with you.
Do you fantasize that you'll be with another famous woman? I mean, Sarah was famous.
Was that
certainly.
fun?
I've decided never, ever to go out with another famous person.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Unless they're really, really good looking.
Kathleen Turner.
Why?
Yeah. Maybe another
Because-
hot Jewish comedian like a Whoopi
There's
Goldberg.
nothing I hate more than being the subject of. I don't like being the subject of speculation. I don't like people being interested in my life like that.
But aren't
So you got into the
people-
right business.
But aren't
Yeah,
people
I know.
going to always be interested in your life?
Not nearly. It's exponential when it's two famous people. Nobody cares about who other, like nobody cares about who Conan is dating. Right.
Well, because Conan's married.
Yeah, but nobody cared beforehand. And nobody cares that he's married.
I
either.
think they would. Well, you're saying because she's not in the business.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying.
right.
Oh, I see. So when you're dating another famous
I'm gonna
person,
try to be more like Conan.
you're going to try and be like Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
That sounds like makes a lot of sense.
You better
to
get
me.
better writers.
But it is possible because you're in Hollywood and you meet the girls you meet are girls who come on your show who are in fact famous, and a lot of these. Actresses and stuff. I mean, it's hard to resist.
I say it's
You know
not
who I
hard for
see
them to
him with?
resist.
No.
I think you ought to fix him up with Renee Zellweger.
Oh,
yeah.
I could have fucked her on the set of The Bachelor. I
Would
let
you
her
like
off
to
the
fuck
hook.
Renee Zellweger?
No, I know she's no. That's
Have
not.
you
I'm
met
not
her?
interested in that. I have met her.
You've had her on the show?
I think so.
Not attracted to Renee Zellweger?
It has nothing to do with it.
What? Would you never think about fucking her?
No,
really
I
don't.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not interested.
If I was single, I would fuck Renee Zellweger. I would.
You could get her at Bridget Jones' Diary.
I told you I
you
don't want to go out
fantasize-
with anyone famous.
But wait a second. You don't fantasize like maybe a night with Carmen Electra or nothing like that?
That's not my thing.
What do you mean, not your thing?
Well, wait a minute. What about some supermodel?
Explain that to me. What do you mean you can't take Carmen Electra?
I need. I think there has to be some depth there for me.
Oh, so supermodels are all stupid?
So Sarah was so deep.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. Sarah would never do this. Carmen Electra.
Look, I said Jimmy was deep.
Carmen Electra was once asked on a talk show, what's the one thing she couldn't live without? And after she thought for a minute, she said food. So, I don't think Sarah would ever do that.
That's a good answer.
But do you think that Sarah will date someone famous?
I don't know.
Does she need that?
No, I don't think so.
She doesn't need that. So, well, it'll be interesting to see what you end up doing. Sal, what do you think? Sal, you're married.
I'm married, yeah.
So, but
Jimmy
what do you
is,
think?
I wasn't supposed to say anything, but he's secretly dating a pizza chef, this guy Chris Bianco. I'm not even kidding. He flies him out. The guy
it is a
stayed
little
with him
bit
for like a week, and then there's another chef that comes in, Adam Perry Lang, and they cook, and that's his focus right
You
now.
love to cook, right? That's your thing.
I do, yeah. I love
You're
to
a
eat.
cook?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
By the way, fucking a pizza chef where I'm from is not
Rob,
gay.
you should try eating food. It's delicious.
I'm going to do that when I do that.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. All right. So, and also, will you and Sarah become friends in the future, where she will be able to come on the show?
No, we will not.
You will not become friends.
I don't know.
It's going to be a major
I like that
showbiz
answer.
feud that lasts centuries.
I agree with you. You're not going to become friends.
Listen, I got enough friends.
Right. You will not go the route of Johnny Carson and date some of the tea time players, or you will not.
Yeah, have the girls on your show. Hire
I don't
them
have
just
any
to date
tea time
them.
players.
You don't.
No, I don't. No, it's not my. You know me. It's not my
Look,
thing.
Howard, he was on The Man Show and never fucked one of the juggies.
Not
Like,
only
a
didn't-
bit-
He was
a bit
married.
was-
Not only didn't I fuck any of them, I would hide in my room reading from them. I didn't want to be part of it.
Will Leno,
They don't want to read with you?
Let me before you leave, because I know you have to go. Will Leno's new show fail? I'm talking about this now. You're in the late night game. You spend a lot of time on your show, and I know you do a lot of hard work. And people should watch Jimmy's show. But will you take a look at Leno's new show? And you've probably given this some evaluation. You probably even have research on this. Don't you think, this is what I think, Leno made the biggest mistake of his career, not staying in late night television?
I think it would have been safer to go to ABC. Yeah, for him to go to ABC at 11:30. Yes.
But that would have been horrible for you. You wouldn't want him at 11:30.
Not necessarily, because it would be a better lead-in than Nightline, and perhaps there would have been other networks that were interested in me.
But you told me you would never follow Leno.
That's right. You said you were going to leave.
No, but I changed that eventually.
Oh, did you?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You thought it through.
Yeah.
You said I'll go on at 12:30. Leno can go on at 11:30.
Yes.
You really would have gone ahead and done that? I don't believe you.
I know. I honestly would have. Absolutely.
You would
I
not have gone to another network. Let's say if
I might. I mean, I would have considered.
What if Fox
that.
needed a late night?
I
show?
would have considered it. Yes.
You would have.
Yes.
Might have been a good thing.
Yeah.
But now Leno will die at 10 o'clock, won't he? It's the end. Do you think? Do you ever envision a scenario where perhaps Leno
could end up going back to the Tonight Show when they fire Conan, and then Conan or whatever his name is comes over to ABC.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all of those things, but I could envision any of those things individually happening.
Well,
yes.
how do you feel
Yes.
that Leno's going to do?
I
give us your prediction.
I don't. You know what? I don't think it's going to be successful. I'll be honest with you, and I don't think it has anything to do with Jay. I think it has all to do with the local
Time slot.
affiliates and their news, where they make all their money. And if the lead-in is not as strong, they're going to scream and yell and demand something, and it's going to be a mess.
This Leno move could be the end of all television, is
It
what
could
you're saying.
be.
Right? This could actually
Let's
end
hope so.
television as we think
Let's
about
hope
it.
so. We should start Twittering more.
Will Jay take Stuttering John?
Yes, Jay will definitely take Stuttering John, and I believe that Jay has told Stuttering John, and Stuttering John just isn't saying because they want to keep it all a secret.
You think it's that big a deal? I mean, why
I
can't
think
John
they think it's that big a deal.
Really?
Do you think if Leno gets into real trouble, he'll divorce Mavis and date Sarah Silverman?
That would be a surprise.
She was lucky for you, maybe.
If Leno gets divorced, he'll try to steal Beth.
My prediction is Leno will do poorly. I believe it will not last long. I believe Conan might be moved out, but he will be tarnished. In other words, he will have failed.
You're saying Conan's not going to be successful.
I don't know, because if Jay isn't successful, Conan has to be more successful than Leno was.
And also now, if Jay doesn't do well, it hurts Conan's rating.
Right.
Aha. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying everyone's fucked?
Yeah.
Jay's going to screw up everybody.
You're not fucked. You're in the perfect position.
You're so not fucked. You're not dating anybody.
Yeah, but I'm flying like Coach. You know, I mean,
you're shitting in front
What
of
is
Sal?
it, Ralph? Quickly, because Jimmy Kimmel has to leave here. He has a very active.
This is never a
life.
good thing when Ralph calls. I know.
Well, Jimmy, I love you, but I don't understand.
That's great.
How come you're not out there getting laid and going crazy? And you know, like I know you're straight, and so like, why wouldn't you want to? Like, you want to have conversations or something, it sounds like?
Well, Ralph, I'm not that type, right? I mean, I think you would have gathered that about me by now.
You're not a pig. You're not a sex maniac.
It's not like you got to go in and just pick up some floozy and every night, but like...
Jimmy, you should be vomiting at Howard's house. You got to live it up.
I told Sal to vomit at your house.
Hey, Ralph, what bits has Jimmy ripped off from Howard lately?
I've been ripping off Jimmy lately.
There you go.
Have you seen
Ralph.
Stuttering Sal?
All right, Ralph. Jimmy,
No, but really, I mean,
you
you're
think
having
Jimmy
fun.
should be banging the hottest chicks in Hollywood?
Ralph, give me a little time. Give me a little time. I need to.
Maybe you need Ralph to help you with that.
Yeah.
All right,
Moving
thank you,
in.
Ralph.
Jimmy's got a huge TV.
I do have the biggest TV in the world.
I haven't
All right,
seen it.
listen.
Tom Cruise and his mom out.
You're going to
Sal,
be.
Can you tell the story real quick of why, like, that thing that you did to Jeffrey Ross?
What?
You know what? I think we'll miss the Regis and Kelly show
Yeah.
if we tell it, though.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I told you about the prank he pulled on Jeff Ross, Sal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I told him we get a heads up ahead of time who's going to be voted off. So I texted Jeffrey Ross
On Dancing with the Stars.
On Dancing with the Stars. Sorry, I said you're safe, and he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm
But
sure."
Jeffrey was really into it and in love with this girl, and
then on the air, he was pretending to be nervous the whole show, like he didn't know he was going to. And then on the air, you see him when he gets eliminated. He goes, "We lost."
I had inside information. Oh, that's great. That's right, because you guys get tipped off who's going to be losing Dancing with the Stars.
Nobody thought we did.
Oh, he thought you did. I get it. All right. Thank you, Ralph. You're a fascinating phone call.
Sal was trying to kill the odds. You know, he was betting on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, listen, Jimmy, I'm not going to hold you any
Thank
longer.
you,
Jimmy
Howard.
Kimmel.
We had a beautiful weekend. Thank you
Beautiful
very much.
I love you. It's always great seeing you. Yes, and anytime you're around, I want to be with you. And Sal, you too. You're always
Excellent.
welcome. All
Thank
right. The great Jimmy Kimmel and Sal, his cousin. Sal, what's your last name?
Do I have one? Icono.
You don't use that name?
No, I do. Yeah.
You switched it to Kimmel?
That's the way Opera Man says icon.
That's
right. And so there it is.
You set the bar pretty high for Howard's house guest. You said you were such a good guest.
You know, I'm very. I was raised well. I clean up after myself. I keep quiet, and people seem to appreciate that. I think the great thing is Ralph really set the bar so low that
By puking everywhere.
yeah, and I appreciate that he did that. I really do.
So you had a good time today?
Yeah, I had fun.
No, was it? It was a little awkward talking about your past
I know this is terrible. But I
relationships,
have to
right?
get the fuck out of here. I'm not kidding. I really. They got a live TV show I'm gonna miss.
I really am. Nah, I kind of am. I'm kind of done. I mean, I love it here, and I love doing the radio show and all that stuff. But I think after a year and a half more worth of shows, it's time for me to sing my swan song. You know, and some things are starting to bother me, and I don't want it to get ugly.
Oh.
You know what I mean? There are things around here that are bothering me.
I see.
And I'm not the type that complains to people, so I just let it brew inside of me, and then I just leave. But, I don't know. Stuff bothers me. Stuff bothers me all the time, but I don't know. It's enough already of me.
Well, David Hinckley just had to change his article.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, it's like Jimmy said to me over the week. He goes, "You got to stay. You know, it's so great. The show's never been better. Blah 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 blah. You guys work so well together." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We do." I said, "We're good at this, but how much longer can you keep doing this thing?"
Well, here's a rap that everybody gives me, and so I'll ask you now. You'll be fine doing nothing. Everyone says, "Can Howard?" People go, "Howard, I know his personality. I listen to him. He's a personality. Can he stay home and do nothing?"
Well, he won't be, doesn't have to do nothing. You know.
No, there are things I could do. I could straighten the pillows. I have to have a meeting. I have meetings about everything. You know. I guess I am the. I am the leader of the show, so I meet about everything. My meeting today is with Gary, Laura, my assistant, and Tracy. Because something set me off. Carol Leifer, who was our guest the other week, sent me a box of chocolate. So, I get a list of things that were sent in. So now probably that's a week old or something, or I don't know how many days old.
It came in last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. So I got word today. So, I got to put a system in place where somebody back there goes, "Oh, Carol Leifer was a guest. She sent Howard a personal note and a gift." It should go right over to Howard.
Right.
In other words, we're not going to go through the usual system of putting. If someone's got to be
a week later, it'll show up at Howard's desk.
Somebody's got to be a little bit on top of that, so that I can get and then I want to figure out how I can get a note to Carol Leifer real quick, a personal note. Like maybe I dictate it to either Tracy or Laura, and they, I don't know if any of them, Laura takes dictation. I can just go, "Hey, Carol, thanks so much. You were great." And then right away it gets acknowledged that we got her box of chocolates. Because that's really nice of her to do.
Doesn't fall into the black hole of, wow, I wonder if my gift got there.
Yeah. So then I called Laura last night. I said, "How do we get this done?" I said, "Let's have a conference call. Because if I don't conduct it, it'll never get done because no one takes it seriously."
Well, we would take that. See, we would take that seriously without you.
Gary,
really
how
would.
many years we've been doing this? 20-something years.
But we have
nobody can figure out that, like, when Carol Leifer sends something, that I should know about it pretty quickly. I mean, who wants a box of chocolates sitting around for a week anyway?
It wasn't a week, Howard. It hasn't been a week. You knew yesterday. It got here late Wednesday afternoon, and you knew yesterday. That is some time, but it's not a week.
I don't know. And then, like, it's sitting in your office, and like, who opens the mail? You?
No, Tracy opens the mail.
Right.
She logs
Tracy
everything.
says you get the box of chocolate.
No, that's not true.
That's what she said.
Tracy opens up all the mail.
Yeah.
She logs it in. So it's, Carol Leifer sent this,
Right.
And then everything comes through me just so I could see it because some things I put in your bag that day.
Right.
Some things I just need to know that you're getting, even if you don't take them. I need to know that somebody sent you a screener, whether you saw it or not.
Okay.
I need to know that a book came, so when they call, I can say, "Yeah, we saw the book."
See, I know I'm going to have a meeting today, and I'm never going to get to the bottom of this. I'm already zoning out.
Having the meeting, yeah.
I'm already zoning out. Like Gary,
we're in the meeting.
Like Gary's explaining it to me, and I just go, "Can't you just get this done?"
It's like Jimmy talking about his breakup with Sarah.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like I just go, I don't know how to get it done, but you get it done.
But you get a list every day. I guess you just didn't see it quick enough.
No, but we get the list. By the time the list gets to me, and the time I get to read it, it's 5 days old.
Howard, I'm your man. Let me open all the mail.
You have the meeting,
and I'll log it in.
Yeah.
No, what you're saying is certain things should get personal attention. Like they shouldn't go through the system. You should just be expedited to you that Carol Leifer sent.
Right, but you can't.
And then something should be triggered to say, "Howard, you dictate this thank you note to Carol Leifer, and it'll be sent right out."
Right.
We have the address.
There's certain, when you get them, these things need to be taken care of right away.
Like I noticed Letterman's got a system in place. Whenever I do anything for Letterman, there's a note that comes. It's typed, and it's like from the desk of David Letterman, and it goes like, "Hey Howard, it was really good seeing you. Let's get together sometime." Blah 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 blah. David Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell, like, he must. I don't even know that he writes it because it's typed. I don't even know that it's his thoughts. It seems like it's someone else is doing it for him.
Right.
But that's cool. I want that system. But I know I'm going to get on the phone today and be aggravated that I even have to take time to come up with a system. Like
Well, you
I shouldn't
shouldn't.
have
I mean,
to.
if, would you believe me if I told you we will handle it? You wouldn't.
I would. How what are you going to do? Let me hear it.
Well, listen, this is the first you brought it up that you want something that quick, because usually
wouldn't it be cool, like, if I said to Carol Leifer, hey, you know, that was really nice of you to send something. It was totally unnecessary, but, man, you're the greatest, and, you know,
the
thank you.
hardest part of the system is deciding who fits the bill.
Right.
Like, in other words, if Mark Harris sends you something, does that fit the bill?
You answer the question. You answer your own question.
Probably not.
Okay.
But
so
I never
who
know
am I
with
talking?
you.
You think
I
I'm
never
talking
know
about
with you.
Mark Harris?
No, but I never know with you, because sometimes you
wait,
go...
you don't know the difference between Mark Harris and Carol Leifer?
I know the difference between them. But,
I don't.
But sometimes...
Yes, you do.
No, sometimes to you...
All right,
you're like,
name
don't
a name that you think you can't tell what to do. And then
Mark
you're gonna,
Harris must have been a bad example.
Right. If that's the example.
Beetlejuice send something, Gower.
I got to look at the schedule for the last couple of weeks.
All right.
No, that doesn't work. I was going to say D. Snyder.
All right. D. Snyder sends me something. What do you think is the answer?
You probably should know.
That's right.
Craig Gass.
What do you think?
You probably don't need to know.
Right.
You know already. You know. Now it's getting embarrassing.
Wait, this is an embarrassing game, isn't it?
Well, I didn't want to have the meeting off the air, but this is what happened.
This is getting embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Craig Gass is on top of the Chrysler
Craig Gass
building.
would send me something. It would be in the list, and then I could respond to it.
First of all, I know Craig Gass. He ain't sending you something.
You don't need to know immediately.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to know
Well,
that
he
day.
was just about to. Now he just put it down.
See,
Right. So, like Jimmy Kimmel, obviously, yes.
right, and then I want someone to say to me, "Okay, do you have a note you want us to send Jimmy?" And I'll just say, "Here's."
All right, here's a better example. Lisa Lampanelli was here the other day.
Good.
And she handed you, while you were in here, she said, here's an autographed DVD and CD. I'd love, for you to watch. But it's in her mind, it's a gift.
Okay. What do you think the answer is on that one?
Probably not.
Right.
See, you already know.
You know the answer to this.
Yeah, but Robin, here's the point, and you know this because you've seen me for 25 years. I know till I don't know. And then when I don't know,
Right.
I'm the biggest dick in the
but
world.
even if you get it 99% of the time right,
meaningless.
You're helping me.
Fucking
No, you're
meaningless.
helping me.
No, because 1% will be the first 3 hours of the show.
Right, Gary's got a point.
No, listen. Okay.
Be honest.
Lisa Lampanelli is a great girl, but she gives me a DVD.
Okay.
I mean,
That didn't,
I'm talking
that's
about.
not out
Okay,
of
Lisa,
her.
if this is Lisa Renna.
Go ahead.
Sends you her book.
Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, it's with a note. Howard, you're great. I think she sent the note something like, I couldn't wait for you to have this book. I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
Is that a gift or a promotional item?
What's your answer? What do you think?
I think it's a promotional item, but she
Right.
sees it as a gift.
We know that. And you'll put that on the list, and if I want to write to Lisa Renna, I'll write to Lisa Renna.
Even though she sent you a personal note.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'll read the personal note, and I'll figure out what to
But does anybody in here understand that Howard might go, Gary, Lisa
Why
Renna
didn't
sent
you
me a
give me
fucking
that?
personal
But Gary,
note.
you got
Well, I'll
it
tell you
right.
when it'll happen. If Lisa Renna calls and says, "Did you ever get my book?"
Right,
Gary,
exactly.
You just got it 100% right. Every example you gave, you knew the answer to.
But Robin hit it
Yeah,
right.
but
Now, Gary, I'll give you an example.
But he also threw 95 great pitches out of 100.
Lisa Renna comes in here,
Yeah.
and she sends me a radio, an antique radio.
That's a yes.
Ah.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I go. Fran Drescher used to come in all the time, and
Go
then
ahead.
after she came in, I'm going to send you a gift, and she would send you those fucking croutons.
The pasta and the croutons.
Right.
It's a gift, Howard. I am sending you croutons because you're a good guy.
Okay. What do you think?
I think no.
Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking
I'm
about.
sending you croutons.
She's sending me the croutons, so I'll talk about them on the air. But, okay, Fran Drescher comes in, and she's on the air talking about she just bought a Kindle, and she thinks it's the greatest thing. So then you get a personal note in the mail from Fran Drescher, and it says, Howard, I love being on the show. I want you to try a Kindle. I went out and got you one.
That's a yes. That's a resounding yes. Here's
so
one.
There you go.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is a tough one, but
Go ahead.
Remember-
I bet you it's not tough.
okay. Remember the comedian Bobby Slayton? Used to
I
do a show
remember
with-
Bobby.
Bobby's wife owns a kids' clothing store.
Right.
Right. He sends you a box of clothes for your kids.
Go ahead.
So the answer.
What do you think?
Well, now it's tough.
Tell
because
me what you think.
The answer is it's a yes, gift wise, but does Bobby make the cut celebrity wise?
Now think about it. He's promoting his wife's clothing line.
But it's
And
still a big
do you
box.
think there's a real rush for me to get to Bobby Slayton on that one?
Yeah, but I'm sure your daughter's favorite designer is Norma Slayton.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Gary. What do you think? That can wait.
Teddy Slayton.
In other words, I'll get a note out to the guy, but, you know.
All right, but that's a tough one because he is a celebrity and it was a box of clothes.
Right.
You know what?
That box of clothes is going to end up in a garbage.
Let me tell you something. There's two things
I'm
that
going
are
to give it to
iffy.
charity, which is 99% of what I do around
So
here.
I'm gauging the level of the celebrity and the quality of the gift.
The only one you got wrong so far is Carol Leifer's chocolates. That's it.
Which started this.
The real one.
There's two things. There's two things that are iffy: whether or not Bobby's a celebrity and whether or not those are clothes.
Right.
Gary, you missed one very important aspect. If Howard was single, you give him anything Lisa Rinna said.
Right.
Tracy.
Oh, when I was single, it was terrible.
I know,
Gary
I
and I had meetings about that. It was so embarrassing.
so uncomfortable, Howard.
Really?
When I was single and there was a hot chick on the show and I wanted to go out with her, I would somehow say on the air, "Hey, yeah, you know, you should get me your number." And then
That's a good
Gary,
code.
Then Gary would walk in and I go, "Gary, did you get the number from her?" And he goes, "You wanted me to get the number?"
I missed the signal on one very important person.
Yeah, he missed a lot of signals.
And Howard goes, because I remember Howard goes, "You got the number?" And I go, "You were serious? Because what the fuck is wrong with you?"
But get the number is like if Joe Girardi's steal sign was, look, steal.
I felt bad,
Oh, yeah.
too. 'Cause I didn't want
Artie,
to
you
put- I
go
didn't
in the
want-
green room and get a fucking number from somebody.
No, look, listen, Teddy tried it for me a couple of times.
It's embarrassing.
But Howard, can I ask you a
know
question?
what? And the problem is, nobody's going to say no to giving you the number.
Well, first of all, they're giving me the number, so that's
Right.
already creepy.
Yeah.
But
They're giving
nobody's
you the
going to
number.
say no. You don't know whether they really, you don't know whether you're forcing these people to give you a number or not.
I was too busy or lazy to date, so it was a perfect dating opportunity.
Absolutely.
If I
you
could
took
just
full advantage.
If I could do everything on the air, I was fine. It was like, wow, this is cool. I'm on the air. I met a nice, attractive girl. She said something about her phone number on the air after I badgered her.
I have a phone number.
Yeah, okay. Gary, did you get that?
I have a phone, Howard.
Do you own a phone, or are you a heroin addict whose mother took away their phone?
Gary,
Well, you
are
don't want my number.
Right.
But, Howard, let me ask you a question, because I think the fans are interested in this.
Yes.
In that crazy time you said you had, sort of womanizing,
Yeah.
how many girls that were on this show did you bang?
I don't
That you
know.
met on the show?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Like maybe
Under 5?
Yes.
All right.
Right, Gare?
I got 3 in my head right now. I'm telling you right now. And I got one in my head that you don't even know that I know.
Let's double that number then.
All right.
It's like a drink.
It's like a chick telling you her weight.
I don't think there was a lot, honestly.
Gary, I'm talking about that he met for the first time on the show.
Well, there's one that jumps to mind for sure.
There were a couple I'm thinking of I was working, but I never even got around to.
Oh, yeah?
Either they just didn't like me that
Right.
way.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, maybe you might be right. But there are 3 that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm not thinking that hard.
I wonder what 3 you're thinking of, because you should
Well,
write
you
them
know
down.
2 for sure.
Write them down and hand them to me. I'll give them to Howard.
Yeah. Yeah, don't even write it
You know
down.
what?
You know what?
It's
That's
so
water under the
comfortable for me.
bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're married. You're got
Why
married.
go back
Great
there?
I'm
wife.
happy. I do have a great wife. It was great last
We
night.
love her.
We watched it. You do?
We do.
People generally
He's
like her,
acting
or
like
are they
he's in the
afraid?
marriage,
No,
too.
you know what?
Do you think there's anyone afraid to say they don't love her?
No. Here's the
Besides
deal.
Sal?
But he's acting like he's in the marriage too. We love her.
But in
Well,
a way,
he is in the
hold
marriage,
on, in a
you
way,
know.
I am, and I'm going to tell you why, Robin.
Really?
I'll tell you why I'm in the marriage in a strange way.
He is.
I have a friend who worked for a big celebrity for a long period of time, and then that celebrity got divorced, and his life was miserable.
Okay.
Because that celebrity was miserable.
Okay.
And his life was miserable.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
Howard were not happy,
You're
we would all be
miserable.
fucking unhappy. So the fact that he's happy, I'm in a great marriage.
So, Gary, Howard's pretty upset that it took so long for him to get the package, I guess, from Carol Leifer. And he wants to implement like a new system. Have you figured out what you're going to do exactly?
Yeah, Tracy and I spoke about it. The truth is there is a system in place. An email is sent to Laura every day telling her what came in the mail that day. So I guess it's my job to point it out more than Laura's job to point it out. But, I mean, he gets a list every day. He just doesn't look at it every day. So I guess they just want us to expedite it and say, hey, you should notice that Carol Leifer, but not Craig Gass, Jimmy Kimmel, but not Mark Harris, sent you an important package.
So you're saying that if he would have looked at it earlier, he would have seen it? It was definitely
Right,
on
if
the
he would
list?
have looked at it, he would have seen it. But he's saying, I don't get to look at it every day. He's saying, I'm telling you, I don't look at it every day, so give me a bigger heads up. It's more of a discussion. I don't think he was, he's not necessarily angry. It's just, sort of putting it all together. But it's done.
I'm Jesse James. I'm here to do the Howard Stern Show, and pretty excited. Been a Howard Stern fan since like the late '80s.
Alright, so you're a big fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I was a bodyguard and spent a lot of time in New York, and I think Rick Rubin turned me onto it. He had like cassette tapes of like when Howard, of the old show, when he got like booted off and like he like wore him out on tour buses listening to him. So it's
Nice,
pretty
man.
cool.
So this is a pretty big occasion for you then.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous. It's actually, you know, I usually just breeze through this stuff because most people that interview me are dipshits and like I just talk smack to them. But this one, I'm like, fuck.
All right, Jesse James also was on Celebrity Apprentice, used to be a real badass.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I've been reading about this guy,
Like
Jesse
how
James.
badass?
He was a real badass. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
That's a badass?
He's a badass. Jesse James is a badass.
Yeah, you fuck with him, Robin.
Yeah, fuck with him and see how far you
Hi,
get.
Robin.
Yeah.
Hi there, how are you?
Robin wore extra cleavage for you.
Trying to steal you away.
Hey, can I tell you why I was laughing when I brought him in?
Yeah.
Tim came to the green room. Tim never says hello to the guys. Tim came to the green room and he just goes, "Dude, you're my idol." And he just started talking like how much he loves Jesse James and how Jesse's his idol.
Why is Jesse James Tim Sabian's idol? Like, I could see why.
As we were walking in, Tim was just like reeling off stuff, and he goes, "That bike you made in Afghanistan."
Tim, what do you know about bikes? I mean,
He's a Well, I've had bikes all my life as a kid,
I didn't know
Harleys
that.
and all that kind of thing. And
You
I
can see by him he's a biker.
You can tell.
yeah, right. I'm bad, you know. But the
you
stuff
have
that he
socks
built
on with your loafers.
No,
Yeah, Jesse. He's a skinny, fruity executive.
exactly right. But he
Sneaks a
just
man
builds the
purse.
coolest bikes. I mean, if you saw his stuff, it's just absolutely amazing what you do. So it's an art. It's
he's
Wow.
one of your heroes.
Oh,
Okay,
he's
right.
one of the greatest bike builders ever.
You know,
ever,
Tim
in
was
car builders.
Tim was a Mongol. I don't know if you know that. Honorary Mongol.
Card carrying.
Card carrying.
Actually, I think Tim was in the Chingaling.
Jesse, nice to have you on the show. Now, how did you get to be? Where'd you grow up?
In California, Long Beach.
And were you a kid who was always into building cars and motorcycles? Were you just one of those kids who were just freaky into that stuff?
Yeah, my dad was like a antique dealer, and I never had any money, and I wanted cool stuff, and I had to learn how to get it myself or make it.
Wow.
But you were one of those kids that you didn't go to college or anything, right?
I went to college for 2 years and played football.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
But then weren't you a Hell's Angel for a while? You were part of the motorcycle club? You were never a Hell's Angel?
No, I was a bodyguard for like 7 years. Actually, I have to tell you right now, like, this is, to me, I feel like I've finally made it. If I could do your show, I've done like 60 Minutes and everything else, but just to be sitting here, it's like, whoa, man!
Oh, that's
I'm on the Howard Stern show.
I love that. I actually met your wife, Sandra Bullock, on her movie set one time.
Yeah,
attractive woman.
Yeah,
Not a
she
bad
told me
deal.
she called you up one time and gave you some shit for a long time ago.
Did she?
Yeah, we talked to her on the phone once.
Yeah.
She called from the set, yeah.
Why'd she give me shit?
She's German.
And you were goofing on her, so she called from the set.
Right.
Oh, she gave it to me. She put me in my place.
Yeah.
Amazing how easily I cave
No, but
in.
I was a bodyguard and spent a lot of time. The first person I ever worked for was Rick Rubin, and he had these like cassette tapes of your show from like the '80s, and this was in the late '80s, and we used to have them on tour buses and listen to
that's
them.
cool.
And it was like, being from LA and California, radio's pretty generic, but hearing like this dude that got kicked off for
dirty words.
Yeah.
Did you? So you go to college for 2 years, you play football, you get out of there, and you're trying to figure out how to make it as a young man, and you become a bodyguard. Is that the way it goes?
Well, I did security all through high school. I used to work at a racetrack called Ascot.
Right.
And then on the weekends, I worked at Golden Apple Comics up in Melrose, and I did security for Bill Leibowitz.
But then you get into guarding like some famous people. You
Yeah,
were,
and then
you were
Rick-
Madonna's bodyguard for a while.
Yeah,
right?
Rick Rubin offered me a job, not as a bodyguard, but doing special projects.
What does that mean?
Collecting money.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Is
and
that
then,
right?
What was
and
he
then-
doing?
Yeah, what was he up to?
Just producing, doing Deaf American Records, and then pretty soon they asked me to go on tour because promoters weren't paying and people were ripping them off. And then,
Wow.
it was in the late '80s when violent metal started getting really big and kids were getting really hurt at shows, and so
Right.
they kind of wanted me to come in and.
So that's how you made your living? You were the guy
Yeah, I
who
did
you were
it.
the collector.
And then I traveled all the way around the world, and like in 5 years, about 10 times, and the whole time on the road, all I was doing was going to motorcycle shops and buying parts, and that was kind of what I did. When I was off the road, I'd work on my bike in my mom's garage, and I finally just got tired of it.
Did you ever have to beat the shit out of people when you were a bodyguard?
No, I'm a non-violent person.
No, come on. You're a violent guy, right?
Well, back in the late 80s, early 90s, you could still, like, duke it out, and it was like mutual combat. Nobody sued each other. So.
Did you ever have to go to jail or anything?
No.
Never. You had to think about it. That's funny. I do.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
because
what could you mistake for jail in that thought?
Yeah, right. Because you said on Celebrity Apprentice that one of the reasons you wanted to do it was because you wanted to apologize to figure skater Scott Hamilton because when you were a young man, you stole his car.
Yeah.
Right? So that was a big thing for you.
Well,
so
they begged me to do the show, the producers and casting people, for like 2 years.
Right.
And, I mean, I'm never going to do that show. I'm too busy, and it's just not me. But they said, we have Scott Hamilton. I said, okay, I'll do it.
Right, because you wanted to apologize to him.
Yeah, and I figured I would. I always felt bad because he's a little skater dude.
How did you come to steal Scott Hamilton's car? Was that your line of work for a while? Were you a car thief?
Well, I was kind of like a crab trying to get out of a barrel. When I was a kid, my parents let me fend for myself. And
how old were you when you were on your own?
I moved out when I was 15.
No kidding. Where was your dad and mom? I mean, what was their story?
They kind of split up when I was 5, and they're kind of that beatnik generation where,
Right.
kids are a drag, and
yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and so I mean, honestly, I did a lot of stuff that I'm not really proud of.
How old were you when you stole Scott Hamilton's car?
I was 17.
Yeah.
You know, and that was, I only did it because I had parts off of it sold, and I was looking for one, and someone knew of one that was at Ice Capades in San Diego, and so.
Where do you move when you're 15? When your parents basically throw you out of the house, where do you move to? I mean, how do you make? I mean, at 15, I couldn't even wipe my ass.
I moved in with my girlfriend and her mom.
Oh, they let you in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
And her mom was like, pretty amazing lady that
That's amazing.
She was the first time that I ever had someone tell me, look, hey, you need to get your shit together.
You mean
and
to
you're
tell
going to
me-
live in my house. You're not going to screw around. And
You were allowed to live in your girlfriend's house? Were you allowed to sleep in the same room with her and bang
no,
her?
they had a guest house. They let me in, and she
I
also
see.
had a boyfriend. The mom had a boyfriend that lived there. So
How cool is that? That some woman would take you in just because you're with, probably, I mean, that's unbelievable to
But
me.
how do you get into the house? Because he's banging the girlfriend in the house.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the mom's got it. You were banging your girlfriend.
it was high school. I was 15.
You were banging your girlfriend at that time, right? So she'd sneak into the guest house.
No,
that would never go.
Nothing like that.
You were listen. You didn't want to jeopardize the one place you could live.
Yeah, and it was one of those situations. If you look at it on the outside, it's like, wow, yeah, you're so lucky. But her mom was actually no BS and kind of like
But they had a guest house. I mean, that's a
was pretty
wealthy
nice,
chick.
Well,
I mean,
no, it was not even. It was like a little house on their garage, a little one bedroom that was like 10 feet wide. And
Have you always been great with women? I mean, you were voted the 50 sexiest men in America. I know you were married to the beautiful, stunning, who I wish I could have had sex with, Janine Lindemuller for a while, the famous porn star. Did you get attracted to her from our show since you were a fan? I mean, did you heard her on our show?
No, I never really, I met her through a friend and didn't really, I never really saw her on this show,
I see. Because to me, she's one of the sexiest broads on the planet. I mean, I know you're divorced now and you're married to Sandra Bullock.
But beautiful,
but
right?
fucking beautiful girl, and must have been a monster in bed. And I know she's into chicks, so she was probably bringing you chicks, right?
Sometimes things aren't what they seem.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to, ruin the fantasy?
No, I won't
dare
ruin
you.
the fantasy.
Is that right? It wasn't. In other words, the fantasy I have of Janine is not only, well, she's beautiful, no question. But the fantasy I always had was, okay, she's into girls. I know she brings girls home. And I figured you were having the time of your life. Like, I would have sat there and said, oh, my God, if I could be him, if I could just, be married to Janine, it'd be unbelievable the fun I'd be having.
Yeah, but then, real life and reality kicks in. And, I think it's
not as sexual, you're saying, as you think it would be?
I look at the situation now. I think I got in that relationship. I was married for 10 years.
Right.
And got out of that, and that was the first serious relationship I got into after being married for 10 years. And I think I more got into that relationship for everybody else.
Because
So
what do you
guys
mean?
like you would think I was cool.
So exactly, that's true. That can happen. You're like, hey, I'm
Check this out.
You almost
Everybody expects me to be having this life.
And you know,
even though you think something is wrong with the relationship, you go, it can't be anything wrong because everyone's jealous of me.
Everything's really, really great and awesome and amazing while things are good.
Right.
But when it starts to spiral out of control, so much so that like I feel like I'm losing it and going crazy, then it was. I think my basic synopsis of the situation, was amazing. I fell head over heels for this amazing, beautiful woman.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it started going bad and ended like nuclear warfare. And and at the end of the day, we have this amazing daughter.
But what could have gone so bad?
You know what? I don't really want to say anything bad about her. She's in jail.
I know. Did you hear when she called in? She called our show.
You know, and hey, if she's right here, by all means, I'll talk right to her face.
Right.
But,
yeah, it was pretty bitter. Like, she didn't say anything bad about you. She was grateful that you're going to watch her, your daughter together, that you had together. So she's pretty thrilled about that because Janine's in jail for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Did you get caught up in that at all? I mean, the whole tax evasion thing?
A little bit.
You must have been thrilled with that.
Well, yeah, it's good when the IRS gets pointed in your direction for no reason.
Yeah, it's great. Huh?
Yeah, you know what? But the whole situation, it's like, hopefully, I hope when she goes through all this stuff, and she's pretty much hit rock bottom, that she I know there's a really great person and mom in there somewhere. It's just got to come out.
Yeah, it's weird though. Was it weird for you being married to a porn star for a while? Like, I mean, is it that like guys think that they can have their way with your wife, and
I think it she'd been retired for like 5 years,
right?
And so it wasn't really like on the tip of your tongue. It wasn't like she's a current huge star. It was like over in the past, and she was changing. But then, I think it's harder for her to be in that kind of spotlight.
Would you recommend that a guy marry a porn star, or do you think that they have too many problems that it's just too much of a thing to overcome?
Just buy the DVD.
Just buy the DVD. Yeah,
Don't even go there. Just buy the DVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better to beat off.
Yeah.
Was it hard for your current wife, Sandra, to get over the fact that you were married to a porn star? Did that almost destroy your new relationship in the sense that she couldn't take you seriously because you had been married to a porn star?
Well, I've been 100% honest with her and upfront about everything. Like right from the get-go, where like some of the things I had to tell her at the beginning of our relationship.
Right.
Like, hey, I was with a porn star. Hey, we're having a kid.
Right.
And all this stuff. And like several points, I expected her just to turn around and run.
Yeah, because that's right. Your wife, your porn star wife, was pregnant when you met Sandra, right? And it was like your marriage was ending. So that's a tough situation. Taking up with a guy who's just ending a marriage.
We were already apart like 7 months before that. And finding out like when she was like 6 months pregnant, it's like, guess what? And I'm like, bullshit,
But that could almost destroy a relationship,
yeah,
especially with Sandra Bullock.
It's been really hard, but it's a testament to what an amazing woman Sandy is,
Well,
Absolutely.
How do you meet Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, that's cool because I tell you something. I met Sandra Bullock for 2 seconds. This is before you, and I was thinking maybe if she comes on to me, that'd be a pretty good hookup.
Sure.
I mean, wow.
She's she's married to me, so it's got to give guys like you hope, because I'm just a knucklehead like you.
Yeah, I'm probably a bigger knucklehead than you. You at least can build a motorcycle. What do I do?
But how do you meet her?
Yeah,
I mean,
how did you
and what happens? How do you get to date Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, that's good. Tell the guys in my audience so they can meet like a Sandra Bullock.
So went through nuclear warfare.
In your marriage.
And like swore that, okay, I'm just going to be this 50-year-old single guy.
Right.
I'm done. 2 marriages, I'm done. I'm not getting married a third time.
Yeah, after 2 marriages, you start to say it's not working.
And I was like, that's it. And a month had passed, or a couple months had passed, and she contacted my office and wanted to bring her godson for a tour of the shop because he was a big fan of Monster Garage and West Coast Choppers and stuff like that. And I kind of, okay, cool, whatever. I kind of automatically figured she's probably a bitch. Fancy Hollywood chick, and and she brought him, and I talked to her for like 5 minutes, and it was like, never in a million years would she be any kind of a
I mean, she's amazing and beautiful, but I would never like go for that type of girl. I've always, kind of
wilder chicks,
blondes with big boobs.
Right? Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Yeah,
I've never put any thought to any woman I've been with other than superficial features, and I never ever like thought, hey, that looks like someone good I could spend time with, but this, something triggered in my head and I was like, wow, that's, she's smart and she looks you in the eye when she talks to you and she
ain't bad looking.
Yeah. So I kind of contacted her assistant, said, hey, I want to ask her out.
Wow,
take some balls.
Ballsy.
Yeah, and I don't know where that came from, but then I asked her out and she said no.
She said no. Not interested. Why? Do you think hey, you're some like motorcycle dude and you're also getting out of a marriage with a porn star and all that other stuff?
Well, I don't think she knew that much about me.
Right.
And, just...
Why do you think she said no?
Probably because she's smart.
But did she, so when I get a no, that's no. I'm like,
you don't go back again. How does it wind up being a date? How did you kept going back?
Hey, squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, huh?
So I we kind of emailed back and forth for a couple months, and it was.
Well, wait a second. She says no.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you start emailing back and forth?
I had her email address that she gave me, and we just started going back and forth, and it was the first time ever in any relationship that I ever have been in that was like a courtship.
Right.
And I really got to know her, and she got to know me because she automatically thought I was like a bigot and a racist and like, And
why? Because you're into bikes?
Well, you look at me.
I kind of thought that when you
like Daniel Carver's kid.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd come in here and say the N-word or something. I don't know.
No, but I grew up. I grew up in Long Beach and was born in Linwood. An all-black neighborhood, and I thought my name was Wedo when I was a kid because all the Mexicans used to call me that. And
so you didn't have any real racial bias. In other words, you might fit in with some of her Hollywood-type friends, it turns out.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Right. So you're writing, emailing back and forth, so how did she finally give in?
Yeah, and we just eventually went out to dinner, and, it was a great time. And, she kind of asked me, when do you want to go out again? I said, tomorrow.
Well, that's the move. Yeah. And now, the whole time you were emailing her, you didn't see any other chicks or anything? Like you were really that focused, or you were going out with girls?
No.
No one. You went without.
Kind of swore it off.
How long did you go without? Let's call it something nice. Pussy. How long did you go without? How long were you free of sex?
Probably about 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Wow. How did you last?
No.
Really, how long? Like months?
Yeah, it was a couple months probably.
So you were focused on Sandra.
Oh, I think it was just, I don't know, it was awesome.
Wow.
It's awesome to I've always put hard work first in every aspect of my life to be successful in business and TV shows and all that stuff. And I've never put hard work in a relationship, never ever applied my work ethic to making a relationship work. And I guess you have to listen to chicks. It's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, when they talk, you have to look at them and listen. And
how do you learn that stuff?
Yeah.
Nobody teaches you.
And then when they ask you, when a woman asks you, hey, you want to go look at furniture and go to the gardening store today? You got to go, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. You got to, in other words, sometimes be interested in what they're in, even though you don't necessarily care about it that much.
Yeah.
So that first...
And you have to talk to them.
Yeah, I know. That's the drag. No, but in all seriousness, the first dinner, did you get to kiss her?
No.
You did not? How long before you get to actually kiss her?
I think it was on the second date.
Second date.
And she kissed me.
No kidding. Yeah,
she took charge.
Yeah.
She just started doing...
Kind of caught me off guard, too.
Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking in the back of your mind, gee, she's been in all these movies with all these really good-looking Hollywood actors and stuff. There's no way she's going to fall for me, right? There's just no way. I would be so goddamn insecure. I mean, she's been around every good-looking dude on the planet. I don't even know who she dated.
None of those dudes can weld.
That's true. You're real, you know what? Stick them on an island. Could they build transportation? No way.
She'd better stick with you.
They can't fix the microwave like I can when it breaks.
You actually are a man. You're a real man, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, compared to a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
They're very twinky, some of those guys.
So did she lay down any rules when you start to get in a relationship with her? She's got publicists, she's got all kinds of things. She's a super famous actress making $17 million a film. It's almost like Pretty Woman in reverse. You've got to get the rules read to you, right?
You know, I think there's a certain level of respect that you don't have. You know, if you love someone and respect them, you don't have to lay down rules. You know.
First time you make love to her, you're like, oh my God, I'm with Sandra Bullock. That's what I'd be. I don't even know if I could function.
How long does that take?
Were you like just freaked out?
I'm not talking about that.
Come on.
You guys got enough.
Seriously, she's the best lover of your life?
Absolutely, hands down.
Look at this.
Yep.
Keeps it real, huh?
Yep.
And you've been with some people.
You've been around.
Not
Did
really.
her people try to break you guys up at all at first?
Well, all of her friends, absolutely, like 100%. Like, no way, we're putting a stop to this. This is no good. And
Even
then,
I was going to call her and put a stop to it.
Really?
I said, what are you doing, honey? No, I don't know her. I had no idea what was going on. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? It must be a great life. What do you guys do all day anyway?
Well,
you're working all the time, right?
Yeah, both of us work, and we surprisingly live a normal life. We just,
got a big house?
Not big.
But how do they do the finances? Because she
makes
has
a ton
everything.
of dough. I mean, you make a great living, but the fact of the matter is, she's got a ton of dough. What do? You keep it separate, or you have a joint fund?
Everything's totally separate.
I mean, that's got to be complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, so the electric bill comes into the house. What do you do?
Who gets it?
Does the bill go to you? Does it go to her?
We flip a coin.
No, I'm being serious. How do you work that out? I mean, at some point in a relationship, how do you work that out?
Howard's all worried about the financial
but
stuff.
but
like
in a way,
a Jewish stereotype playing
yes,
itself out. I need the accounting. Let's see it.
No, but Jesse, in a sense, it's true. You're the guy. You're supposed to handle all that stuff. But she's sitting there making $17 million a film. I mean, it's kind of silly for you to have to pay that stuff. If I may be your lawyer, I mean, you know what I mean?
But it's got a pen and paper.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when the bills come in?
Well, I pay my bills. She pays hers.
And then what about the joint bills? What about the electric? You're both using the lighting. I mean,
Or do you
what?
not get any light?
If you love someone and as much as I love her, nothing's an issue in that respect. We just handle our own stuff, and some stuff I pay for, some stuff she pays for.
Prenup though, you got to sign, right?
With what?
You got to, when you get married to Sandra Bullock, the both of you got to work that out ahead of time. There's no way, especially you've been married 2 times before. You got to sit down and have that tough discussion. That can't be easy. Believe me, I know.
It was, everything about it was totally easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lawyer came with a big phone
and I
book
think
worth of paper.
it's a test, to people that kind of have, perceived success in their field. We both are strong, and we don't, I think when it's lopsided, when, you're marrying someone that's like a remora.
Right.
And then, then you're going to be sweating all the details. But her and I we're.
And you got a motorcycle shop, right?
Yeah, a little one.
A little one. No, you like a leading guy in this whole thing, right? I mean, you're the guy, right?
The leading guy.
You're the
Come
leading
on.
guy.
Yeah.
You build a motorcycle.
I build the best bikes in the world, hands down.
Big business. How many people you got working for you?
Probably about 40 or 50.
No kidding. That's nice.
How many people you got working here? Jesus, what's the payroll here?
About 150 people. I'm not kidding.
Just for
payroll's $40.
And we don't make a thing.
Yeah, nobody gets paid.
Yeah.
You know what an honor it is to work here?
Nice. Interns.
I mean, listen, this is fantastic. Now, you've got Jesse James. Now, by the way, why the name Jesse James? That's not your real name.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. James is your last name. You legally changed your name. What were you born as?
Mohammed.
No, come on. What was your
my
your
name's
name?
Jesse
Greg?
James, man.
That was your
my middle
birth
name's
name.
Greg.
Oh, okay. So
there's 7 Jessies in the family, and we all go by our middle names, so it's not confusing.
It is Jesse Gregory James.
Yeah,
You're
and
absolutely
so-
right. You do know your own name.
Yeah, my immediate family calls me Greg just to save confusion, and
Yeah, are you still talking to your mom and dad now that you're famous and well married?
No, I had them killed.
Well, I mean, seriously, Jesse,
No.
you don't talk to them, right?
I don't talk. My dad and I don't have any kind of relationship, but my mom is great. And
Why is your mom great? If she let you leave the house at 15 and kind of booted you out the door, why is she great?
because in the last couple of years, she's came around and started being a great grandma.
Yeah, I guess, but
Nevertheless, I mean, now it's easy to love
you know,
you.
I
You're
was
successful.
hesitant. I was hesitant at first, you know, because so much stuff we've been through, and you know, the whole tornado of the relationship with Janine, you know, killed a lot of stuff with my family, and you know, but I think you have to, if long as you know your parents are willing to make the effort and.
But why did your family abandon you when you were going through all your hard times with Janine? I mean, why would they turn on you? Why wouldn't they support you? I don't get it.
Well, that didn't start with Janine. That started when I was like 5. And I was done with my family when I was 15. You know, I bolted and went on my own. And
Did you go into therapy years later? Because I mean, when your family isn't
therapy.
I'm being serious.
I went to court-ordered therapy one time when I was like 14 after I got out of jail.
Yeah.
And I threw a chair through the window.
You had some anger, huh?
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever went. So.
But why would therapy make you angry? In other words, you've got to be pissed off at your parents for doing this to you. I mean, that's a tough thing when you're 15.
I spent a lot of years being pissed and angry.
Right.
And I think a lot of the stuff I did, like stealing cars and getting in trouble, was kind of lashing out.
Right.
But you know, now I kind of understand it, you know, and I think, you know, you see, you know, someone with some fame and stuff, you think, you know, it's like a Lindsay Lohan situation and her folks or whatever, but, you know, my parents were like, only, you know, speaking like my dad and my sister, you know, they were gone like long before that. They had like tried to steal from me like when I was like 19, you know, so.
The old man, has he tried to get in touch with you recently since, you know, you're married to Sandra Bullock, you got a successful television show, you know, the whole thing?
I don't know. I've never heard from him.
Never?
So, no.
Do you know if he's alive?
Well, you got to respect him for that.
Do you know? Yeah, I do respect him for that. Do you know if he's alive?
Yeah, he's alive. I'm pretty sure.
How do you know that?
Because I haven't been sent a funeral bill yet.
Right. It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Now, Jesse James is going to be on Jesse James is a Dead Man. Now, what does that mean, Jesse James is a dead man?
Well, we started, you know, Monster Garage ended like in 2005.
Right. Fred, you must be a big Monster Garage guy, right?
I'm a big fan of Jesse's, too. I thought he was like, and I think I wish he had punched that guy on The Apprentice, who was asking those, who's that guy? That Piers Morgan?
Piers, yeah, the teabag dude.
I don't watch that show. What happened with Piers Morgan?
They were just kind of being dicks and like him and Donald Trump were like trying to press me to bring Sandy onto that show.
You're not going to do that.
Yeah, it was
and you know something? The lamest excuse that Donald could give to fire him is because he wouldn't bring, you know, Sandra on the show. And I'm like, that's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I mean, you were on the show. Doesn't mean Sandra Bullock's going to be on the show, right? I mean, it doesn't mean you come in a package. I didn't yell at you for not bringing her today, right?
No.
No, you. That's absurd. You were kicked off The Apprentice because you didn't bring Sandra Bullock on?
Well, I remember what Donald said. He said, well, you didn't bring her on for the big charity thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't see you bringing her on in the next couple of weeks, so you're fired.
Yeah, they kind of made themselves look like assholes,
Yeah.
but that's not hard for them.
So, Fred, you're a big fan of those bikes?
I'm a big fan of chopper building as an art form. I think he's one of the leaders in that field.
What bike do you ride? Let's see if Jesse has any respect for you.
He's not going to know. It doesn't care because I'm not a chopper rider. I ride a Triumph.
Nice.
I'm not a hog guy.
I'm too big for Triumphs. I look like an oaf on it.
So what the idea of a personalized chopper is? In other words, you build it's a one of a kind.
It's like if you went and had a tailor-made suit,
right,
to fit you. You know, we kind of tailor-make bikes for customers. You know, they'll come. Like we built one for Shaq. You know, and he's 7'3".
Well, he would need one.
Is a guy like me a pussy because I don't ride a motorcycle? I'm afraid I'd hurt my leg or something like that, or roll off and get killed. You know what I mean? I actually have fear.
Well, you know what? I've built a lot of bikes for guys like you.
Yeah.
Jesse, did they make them with training wheels?
Yeah, you build a
I'll admit it. I'm afraid. Let me ask you about motorcycle
But
riding.
I've seen guys like you that have come in the shop, and I'm like, oh man, who's this motherfucker coming in here? You know, like they got like a shiny Rolex and driving a BMW, and then I'll build them a bike.
Yeah.
I'll build them a bike, and it's kind of like it makes their personality come out of like who they really want to be, and like all of a sudden they got, you know, they're growing a little beard. And like,
in other words, you
know,
would say I'd be less feminine if I had a bike.
I think you know, I could see you riding a bike.
You could.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my fear of riding a bike. I know a lot of guys who ride bikes, and they always have a story of an accident. And the ones that survive either have brain damage, or I have one friend who is a big bike rider. He has pins in his legs, and this guy's a real,
I got pins in my legs.
No kidding, from falling off a bike.
Bikes, race cars, stuff like that.
Do you do hardcore stunts, right? What is this? Jesse's stunts on the show include riding a nitromethane-fueled motorcycle at 200 miles an hour.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What, are you like Johnny Knoxville? Do you have the death wish as well?
No, I think this stuff that we're doing on the show is more challenges and stuff that's mentally and physically demanding. I think Jackass is great. I love that show, and I love Nitro Circus.
Right.
But it's more buffoonery of like hurling yourself off to something and stuff that's over in a split second. I want stuff that's going to be like, okay, I have to train for months to get ready to do this, and
a nitromethane-fueled motorcycle at 200 miles an hour, riding a motorcycle in minus 60-degree temperatures in the Arctic and leading the police on a high-speed chase. Are you insane? I mean, seriously, do you think you're crazy?
No, man, I'm lucky.
But doesn't even sound like fun, riding in the Arctic.
If I'm living the life you're living, you're successful. You've worked out all your issues with your parents. You're married to Sandra Bullock, one of the most successful actresses in Hollywood, and beautiful. You got great kids. I mean, what are you doing? What, you're going to risk your life doing this stuff?
Hey, man, life's only a one-lap race.
Is that true?
We only get one lap.
And
so you could either just sit here and talk about stuff all the time, or you could build a bike and put your chick on it and go ride. And I think it's
Am
great.
I a mama's boy because I don't do this?
You know what? I think it's great that you're scared of it, because that means you'll love it that much more when you actually do it.
Well, I think I'll love it more when you do it.
When you get over your fear and you jump on a bike and you take your chick up to New Hampshire or wherever. I mean, you live in the best riding place in the planet.
Right.
And put your chick on it and you get it and you kind of squint your eyes and you could feel the sun on your skin and
There's no better feeling to you.
Ed, you would love it. I can tell your personality because I've built bikes for guys like you.
Guys like me?
All of a sudden,
yeah.
He'd come in and he'd kick over the trash can and
I would come to life.
Look, motherfuckers, we need to get some shit straight around here.
You stopped watching American Idol?
Yeah.
I like American Idol.
You watch it too, right?
I've watched every episode.
Do you vote?
Did you vote? I voted last night. If you don't vote, then you can't complain about who your idol is.
I sent 5701 to vote last night.
Did you?
Me too. 5701. I can prove it to you.
I got it. You could go get my pager from the green room.
Want to see mine? I'll prove it to you. How many times did you vote last night?
Just once.
I voted 3 times.
We're kicking you out of the club.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I could see me riding on the back of your bike with my arms wrapped around you. You know what I mean? And my hair blowing in the wind.
All snuggled up.
I can see it. It might be kind of romantic.
With his little thong hanging out of the back of his
He'll
pants.
have the girl helmet on.
Dave, you're on the air. You're on with Jesse James. The big show is Jesse James is a dead man. Evidently, he's going to do things on there that only real men like myself can dream of. You're a Superman.
Do you ever think you would get off the couch and ride a motorcycle?
No, I'm too afraid. I'm too much
we'll hook up. I'll make him do it. Yeah, we'll leave him stranded somewhere, and the only way he's going to get back is to get on a bike and ride home.
Maybe if you throw that wife of yours on the back of my bike, I might take a spin. I don't know. Let's go to Dave. Dave, you're on with Jesse James.
Hey, Howard. How are you doing?
All right.
Good. Hey, Jesse. How are you?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. I big fan of yours and been riding bikes since I was 4 years old. And I got to agree with you, that Howard. There, you got to get on a bike and experience it because it's.
You know what's funny about this? There's a lot of guys out there riding bikes, and living the wild life. Fred.
I love it.
And where am I in all this?
You got to just do
it. Missing it, Howard. Missing it.
You think you know what? I think I'm too much of a mama's boy. My mother had tremendous fear. You're not riding.
My parents told me that if I ever got a bike, I'd be kicked out of the house. Well, fuck it. I moved out and then got a bike.
You're a rebel. You're your own man.
Yeah.
But do you ever think of confronting your fears?
Absolutely not. You want to know something, though? Yes, I do.
I'm going to be honest. One time he picked a hangnail, and it went all the way.
You want to know
it
something,
went past
Jesse?
the nail bed.
Jesse, in a way, you're right. In a way, you're right. I'm going to be honest with you right now.
He's going to go to bed without brushing his teeth.
I am so full of fear. Jesse, I am so full of fear that, do you know, when I first started to run, I run. That's my exercise. And when I start to run, I would hear my mother's voice in my head saying, you can't run in the rain. You'll get cold, you'll get sick, and you'll die.
This guy's laughing.
And Jesse, as you took up motorcycles and riding at 200 miles an hour, what I did was I ran in the rain. And Jesse, I consider this
crazy style.
Yeah, this. And you think I'm joking?
Were you wearing dolphin shorts?
I considered myself a rebel at that point. Now, mind you, I was 40 years old, and I thought, wow, look at me, I'm running in the rain. I don't care.
F you, Ma.
If I get an F you.
How serious?
Hey, Jesse.
How serious are you about it?
You want to know something, Jesse?
When you come to a stoplight, do you keep running in place?
I do. You know what, Jesse? I'll tell you what. Here's my analogy to you. I kind of feel that, in a way, my radio show and what I did with my life was my, if you will, fuck you to my parents. To my mother, who always said, you can't do this, you can't do that. You are going to be sensitive to women. I was raised in a house of women where I had to be sensitive. And in a way, I went on the radio and I became this maniac, an insane person. So maybe you doing the motorcycle thing was me doing the radio show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I can still see your personality. You know, and I think it is about confronting your fears. You know, you learn once you push yourself through a level of fear. You know, and I learned this on doing the new TV show. Once you push yourself, if I do something and I go, oh shit, this is gonna hurt. You know, and I know that I'm scared and I can't sleep the night before, and I know it's gonna be gnarly. Really? Then I know that's going to be good TV, and I know I'm going to, like, when you get to the other side and you pull it off and you land it and you still got all your arms and legs, it's like the raddest feeling you could ever imagine.
I think that's how I feel about radio. When I would go on, and it was so conservative, and I'd go on and do these things that people said you can't do, I think I got that same kind of rush.
Yeah, but you've already done it all. What are you going to do now?
I play chess. What do you do?
I run in the rain.
I'll make you a deal. I'll build you a bike for free if you ride it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think
not some
Jesse,
thing
I don't think I could do it.
Not even like down like a straight little.
I'll ride with you. You and I can take a road trip. And
I can hold on to you.
Yeah. I'll build you one of my little $100,000 specials if you ride it.
You want to know something, Jesse? That's a very generous offer, and I thank you for that. But I think I'm going to stay on the ground.
No, you think about it.
Let me think about it. Let me mull it over. But I wouldn't accept that.
Go buy some motorcycle magazines and see if you like it.
You feel it would open me up?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm 100% right about this every time.
Maybe you're right.
I look at some people, and they come into the shop, and I can tell that guy's never going to ride that bike, and that bike's never going to fit him. And then I see some guys that come in, and they're a little hesitant.
I don't have the desire.
They're scared.
I don't have the desire.
They're scared like you.
I don't need it.
Is there anything
you don't know
want?
You don't know you need it, but you do.
You think I need it?
I think I'm 100%.
What's something? What is a fear you've confronted? But wait a second. Have you, like, maybe you have a fear of public speaking or something? Maybe you're afraid. I mean, what is your fear? Your real fear. Okay, so you can get on a bike and ride.
My biggest fear in the world.
Seeing your father.
No, is making sure my 3 kids grow up strong and healthy.
But come on. That's not your biggest fear.
It is. I got a 14-year-old daughter, man. She's 5'10" and blonde hair and green eyes, and like.
Well, you got
how old is she?
14.
Oh my.
So.
My biggest fear is walking outside naked.
I get scared of a lot of stuff.
You should do it.
I'm afraid someone's going to see my penis.
You should show it.
Would you ever show your penis to the public? Aren't you afraid of that? Are you well hung?
No.
You're not? See?
No.
There's something you won't confront.
No.
Let's go to Dan. Let some people say hi to you. But I tell you what, I would be really nervous. You think I could ride in a sidecar, maybe?
I have a sidecar.
You do have
bike.
one?
Yeah.
I might be able to handle that. Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, first time, long time, big fan, love you all. Hey, Jesse, about 6 or 7 years ago, you were at a car show in a town called Paso Robles, California. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was there in a bar across the street on the balcony, and you were at a place called Boosie's. There was a massive crowd of people, and all of a sudden, every single cop, I've never seen so many cops, had to be 30 to 50, just swarmed over there. And the rumor is, tell me if it's right or not, is that some guy was talking shit to you and basically called you a sellout, and you decked the guy. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
You didn't have a bar fight?
No, some guy did start a bunch of stuff with me, but I was with my son. Him and I drove my little 29 Ford up there together, and we had just got there, and the guy like kind of was belligerent and got in my face, and like
why?
Yeah,
you jealous?
Yeah, the rumor The rumor mill had you beating the shit out of this guy. And as soon as I heard you're on, I was like, I got to find out the truth.
Are you good in hand-to-hand combat?
I've never lost a fight.
You've never lost a fight in your life?
I've taken my licks, but I've never been beat yet.
You've been in bar fights?
Yes.
And with some tough motherfuckers, I imagine.
I got hit in the side of the head with a Newcastle bottle one time.
No kidding.
In Flint, Michigan.
And you still beat the shit out of the guy?
Yeah.
Look at you. Where'd you learn how to fight like that? In the street, or did you do martial arts?
I took Taekwondo's.
You just know how to fight from growing up, right?
No, I took a little bit of martial. I don't want to talk about that stuff.
You did a little bit of martial arts?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a brown belt in Shotokan?
You can go to any martial arts store and buy any color belt you want. They're like $19.
Hey, I might have to fight you.
You could be a triple black belt.
You've never lost a fight?
No.
You think you could do ultimate fighting?
You know what? I'm not much of a grappler. You know, the kind of fighting that I did, that if you go down to the ground, you cut your percentage of winning by 50%.
So what would you do? Just punch a guy?
I think, keep your space and keep your distance,
How do you take him out?
Well, the best way I've found is break their clavicle.
No kidding.
If you break collarbone's super easy to break.
How do you break the collarbone?
You can slap it. It only takes like 4 pounds of pressure to break it.
No kidding. So you're telling me if I'm in a fight and I smack a guy in the clavicle.
Have you ever broken your collarbone?
I haven't.
Well, if you break your collarbone, you can't lift your hands up.
No kidding. So if you go for the rather than even go for the face,
just nail it, and that fight's over.
Like Benji, come here. I'm going to demonstrate on you. I'm going to smack
come
you
here,
in the
Benji. Let me break your collarbone.
Let me just break your collarbone. Big deal. Like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you know that, Robin?
I did not know that. I know you can't. I didn't know it was so easy to break.
All those karate
I know you can't
lessons
lift your arms.
I wasted my time with.
But why can't he talk about it? It's like he went to some secret society or something. He doesn't like to talk about it.
Are you afraid if you brag about it, then guys will want to challenge you and all that kind of crap?
Yeah, and people are already, I'm the guy that everybody wants to fight.
You're a target already.
Yeah.
Oh, you seem like a nice guy. I don't get that.
I don't know. It's because I'm so pretty.
That's the problem with you. Let's go to Mark. You ever to fight more than one guy at a time?
Yeah.
No
it's
kidding.
usually always like that. It's never just me and one other guy. I mean, I haven't been in a real fight in a long time. But
Right. The last fight you had was more than one guy?
No, it was one guy.
Wow. Boy, I never get into fights because I run. Mark, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Thanks for taking my call, man. Big fan of yours, and Jesse, I'm a huge fan of yours.
What's up, man?
If you are going to turn down, or Howard, if you are going to turn down that bike, man, I swear to God, I'm going to drive to New York and I'm going to slap you. Jesse James, he's Elvis in the bike building.
I understand. First of all, let me explain something about myself,
fat
Mark.
and on drugs.
I would never take a free bike from Jesse, even if I was the biggest bike enthusiast in the world. That's number one. If I was going to get a bike from Jesse and ask him to make a bike, I'd pay for it. That's number one. That's my code.
That's a safeguard.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
No, that's the truth.
So
I would not feel comfortable.
So basically now he's legally trying to get out of
No,
well, because
I
I'm
would
serious, I'm not allowed
Jesse,
to accept any gifts.
No,
on the air.
no, I could accept a gift.
I really wanted to go ride this weekend.
Jesse, look at me. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I wouldn't take a okay. If somebody
Hey, I'll
wanted-
build you a bike and make you like it just to prove a point.
Well, that's different.
God, Howard, what are you doing?
Mark, stop it. I'm not a bike guy.
You really wouldn't just the idea, just to check it out, to see if your personality wouldn't change.
Let me tell you,
you wouldn't get something
listen,
out of it.
If NASA called me now and said, "We're going to build you a rocket ship so you can go to the moon,"
Can you imagine
I
a
wouldn't do it.
badass? Can you imagine a badass West Coast shopper like rolling up to somewhere and the guy gets off and he's like got a scowl on his face and like, man, who's that dude? That's Howard Stern. What?
What is the most expensive bike you've ever built?
I just built one that was about $300,000.
Why is it $300,000?
Yeah, it was probably a couple thousand hours of labor in it.
Because it's so specific. It's so like you had to make it the way the guy wanted it and put in all the.
It was just it was a bike with a sidecar and it was all polished aluminum, handmade, not a ripple in the whole body, and just riveted together. And
Jay Leno build that car? I mean, that bike? Is he one of your customers?
He doesn't like my type of bikes. My stuff's kind of fast and outlaw. And
oh, I see.
He likes more of that.
He likes a nice, safe...
Chitty bang bang
right.
stuff. Yeah.
Not a real man. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I was looking online. How much was the Shaquille O'Neal bike? He built a bike for Shaquille that Shaquille fits on. So it's like 10 times the size of a normal bike.
I built the bike for Shaq, and I only charged him $50,000. because he gave me some Lakers season tickets.
Oh, nice.
And then he went to like the Century Club the night he got it and told everybody he paid $150.
But you know what's funny
He's a
about
big timer.
Now, here's a guy. Why didn't you say to Shaq, you have to be in prime condition to be a basketball player. God forbid he falls off that motorcycle.
Well, he's got a
His career's
contract with the bike I built him is his favorite bike. It's the only bike that fits him.
Right.
And Phoenix has a contract with him where he's not allowed to ride it. Not allowed to ride any
That's
motorcycle
right.
since what's his name up the Roethlisberger or
Roethlisberger?
Yeah, since he
from-
biffed on his Hayabusa. Now they.
Of course. Does your wife worry about you doing this stuff? Does she say, "Don't do it. I love you"?
I didn't ask her for permission.
Wow, you're a real man. I have to ask Beth permission for everything.
Well, anybody that's ever came into West Coast Choppers, any dude,
Yeah.
and said really serious, wants a bike and everything, said, "I'm gonna go talk to my wife about it."
Right.
They've never came back.
You and Sandra aren't going to do that Hollywood thing where you adopt one of these Malawi kids from Malawi, the country that Madonna goes to.
A little
are you? Kid. You're not doing any of that stuff?
Hey, cracker mom, cracker dad.
It's kind of weird. Ralph, go ahead. You've got the last word.
Yeah, you know what annoyed me most about Jesse on The Apprentice was you keep running around going, "I'm a blue collar guy, I'm a blue collar guy," like Artie's rap, and you're not. You're married to a huge star. You've got a huge porn star. You even said yourself you invented this type of reality TV. So how are you a blue collar guy?
Why don't you come to work with me 15 hours a day and in my shop welding and making stuff all day, 7 days a week? And tell me.
But you're still married to a huge movie star, and you're on TV,
doesn't make me a movie star.
Sure, it does. It makes you.
Oh,
in
it
that
does.
Group. It makes you in that group.
Is there an argument
in that group?
But
you
Jesse,
are not
you probably have tremendous amount of Hollywood friends.
I have a 5-mile radius of life. My shop is right where I grew up, and that's where I still work every single day.
In other words, your life hasn't changed as a result of marrying Sandra.
Hey, I'm pretty comfortable with what I do in life, and I know where my place is, and it's not on the red carpet.
Right.
You're not a blue collar guy, though.
Yeah. Okay. You keep thinking that.
Why is that? Why is it a bad thing to say? I don't get that.
Well,
really,
I just.
It's how he defines himself, and you're calling him a liar.
You're talking through your ass because your head knows better.
I think I know what Ralph is saying on one hand, but he definitely has more of a blue-collar mentality. If you compare him to the other people on The Apprentice, I mean, here's a guy that actually would get up, go to work in the morning, put in his 8 or 12 hours a day and come home and, his hands would be dirty. Trump never did that in his life.
Yeah, but he did the same thing every star in that show did. When you didn't take their advice in their area of expertise, they had a meltdown. Like you screamed at that guy Clint because he didn't take all your advice on the magazine.
Yeah, but you know something? I would listen to Jesse before I listen to Clint because Jesse actually runs a business. Clint does not.
Yeah, but,
You got to step away from the TV just like 3 feet. You're standing too close.
Well, he watches TV all day. I happen to know that.
That's his life.
Listen, Jesse, I'm curious to see this show. Jesse James is a dead man. It sounds like you could end up dead after this show.
I don't know if you got the memo, but we're all dying.
Yes, I know, but you're rushing things a bit.
It's only dangerous if you're afraid of dying.
You're not afraid of dying.
We're all dying anyway.
No, come on. Stop it. You've got a great life. What do you mean you're not afraid of dying?
Dude, if I could walk out of this studio and drop dead right now and I'd die happy.
Of course, but why end the happiness by doing something crazy like 200-mile-an-hour bike ride?
I think the odds are that you're going to get hit and killed by a cab.
Right.
More than I'm going to get hit driving my trophy truck.
You're probably right. You'll be laughing on my grave.
You'll get hit jogging.
Well, it's a pleasure to be...
in the rain.
Didn't the guy that wrote that magazine or that book Running, didn't he die of a heart attack?
The guy who started, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's why you just need to get on a bike with the motor. Let it do the work.
I'll probably die from the cold.
I'm telling you, you're going to do it. I could feel it.
Listen, Jesse, you're a good dude. You got to live in a good life.
Yep. Thanks for having me, man. This is pretty awesome.
It was great having you.
Finally, I do some kind of media stuff where all my friends I know are going to listen.
Well, hey, that's good. Jesse James is a dead man, and if your wife's listening, tell her I said hello, if you know what I mean.
She is listening.
And tell her that she has to keep the marriage spicy.
You don't want to tell her, hey now.
Hey now. And she should wear sexy lingerie in the bedroom.
She does keep it spicy.
Yeah. How long you married now?
Almost 4 years.
4 years, and it's going strong.
It's awesome. It's definitely, I didn't start living until now.
Is there less sex now that you're married or more? Tell the truth.
There's just the right amount.
How many times a week?
8.
Are you serious? That's impressive. It's not 8. Don't tell me. Don't leave me with that. All 8 with Sandra?
You know what? If you get a bike and ride it, then I'll give you the whole.
Then you'll give me the answer.
details.
All right, well, then I might have to do it. All right.
Hey, man. Nice to meet you, Artie. How are you, man?
That's Benji. That's Fred.
What's up, man?
Hey, nice to meet you. Howard, Tim can't believe that you won't take the bike. Cannot believe it.
Tim's back to let
Tim's saying, just take it and sign the pink slip over to me.
It's over for me, man.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for coming in.
No
That was
problem.
a great
Thank you
interview.
very much. No problem.
Thanks so much.
He needs to get a bike. Quit fucking around.
Any way you can convince him?
You know what? I made him not answer now because I have a feeling he'll be like, you know what? Maybe I should do it. He's going to go home and tell his chick about it, and she's going to go, yeah, we should go on a ride.
What advice would you give him to, change his mind? Because he seems to be scared that, he's going to fall, get hurt.
Well, hey, if you live your whole life scared of everything, then you're not living your life, You got to take control of it.
Cool, man. Well, I hope you get him on that bike. That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. We got to take a road trip together. Whoa, was that Howard Stern and Jesse James that just rode by?
That's a scene.
Yeah. At the Quickie Mart.
Cool. So you had a fun time today, man?
Yeah, it was good. It was awesome.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, guys.